And a good evening, everyone, from the Bethel rink, the Schwann Center here in Blaine. Welcome to MIAC Men's Hockey, the best in Division III sport, the MIAC. And tonight, your Augsburg Auggie men are taking on the Bethel Royals in the conference opener. Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Warchin. Boys, the Auggies were tag teaming you tonight as the Auggie men taking on Bethel, and the Auggie ladies taking on the Royals at the Ed Saugestad rink. This broadcast, a presentation of the Augsburg University in cooperation with my company, TJ Broadcast Services, tjsportsonline.net. Our broadcast this evening brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics, by Wells Fargo Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, also brought to you by Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies, and the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel, 360 Wow Incorporated, the Corner Bar, Thrivent Financial for Lutheran, Jimmy John's, and Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe in South Minneapolis. The matchup here tonight, your undefeated and fourth-ranked Augsburg Auggie men's hockey team, 4-0 on the season. They went on the road last weekend. In fact, all 4 games have been on the road, and they've come away with a 4-0 record. The Bethel Royals still looking for that first win, but they are 0-5, but they played a nationally ranked team at every game so far this season. In fact, losing twice to St. John's, lost to a very good blue gold team out of UW Eau Claire. So that is the matchup tonight. Chris Brown and your Augsburg Aggies taking on the Bethel Royals and head coach Charlie Burgraff. This is your Aggie pregame show. You and which is Sharon Kelly. Lynn Thompson is on camera here tonight doing the engineering. Our broadcast courtesy of Twin City Orthopedics. Proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics, TCO, and all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider, offering world-class services and state-of-the-art facilities. Visit them at tcomn.com. And a broadcast brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporter of the Augies and dedicated to helping people build better every day. Call, click, or stop by to start a conversation with them today. Wells Fargo, building better every day. The Augie game night continues here from the Super Rink. The Augies opening up conference play against the Bethel Royals. Chance to visit with head coach Chris Brown. Augies are 4-0. I'm impressed, but I'm not the expert. What's your take on the first 4 games?
Well, we've played pretty well, and most, obviously all on the road. So, I think that's a good sign, a good start to the season. Obviously tonight it changes when you put 3 points on the line. So we got to be ready to go here, and I know Bethel will be ready to go and playing at home. And but we've done a lot of really good things. We've stayed out of the box. We've got to get better on the power play and the penalty kill, but we've stayed out of the box. And 5-on-5, we've possessed the puck. We've and we've had 2 grinding wins. Scored late in the overtime and scored late in the game the other night. So, there's a winner's mentality here, and sometimes you got to play 60 or 65 minutes to get it, but you got to be happy with what you've seen so far. Well, I watched the game against Superior on the computer, and like you said, it was a grinder. Well, Superior was, it was their home opener, and we were able to generate some real quality chances on the line rush, and had to grind for the first 2 periods, like you said. But then once it opened up in the third to a 3-goal lead, then it was a different game. But the first 2 periods were tough and pretty fast paced. I mean, we went quite long stretches with no whistles in that game, which is good hockey. And what was it, 8.5 minutes in that first period. Next night, you and I go back to the old stomping grounds, and we hard-fought win against River Falls. Yeah, that's, they were coming off losing their home opener and had some penalty trouble, so they played a much more disciplined game. And they were missing a few guys, a couple key players, and their goalie played well. So that was a very good win, because I don't think that their record shows how, what kind of ability they have at this point in the season. They're pretty young, so that's a game that, we had to grind out a victory. Yeah, I think Steve brought in 18 players, 14 were freshmen. So yeah, he's got a work in progress. Yeah, and that's something new for them. They've had veteran teams for quite a while, and at some point you got to rebuild and restock the cupboards. And I think early on here they're going to have some highs and lows, a roller coaster ride. But against us, I thought they were ready to go, and I thought the fact that we played them in an exhibition game and they actually beat us in the game, I think helped helped their confidence coming into that game, and they were hungry to get a win at home, and it was a tough game.
Quite the facility.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's it's probably one of the best in Division III now for all they have for amenities and training rooms, and with a weight room, and the gym is beautiful, and the rink and the way they redid it is just it's a great place to watch a game now, and it's a good environment, and I'm sure they'll be a team to compete with for years to come because of that facility.
All right, back to the Auggies. The sticking point, we've yet to get a power play goal.
Well, we got one Saturday against River Falls. Critch's goal was a power play goal. Yeah, so we got one. I mean, I can't complain too much. We've got the goose egg off the board, but the main thing with the power play is we've been trying some new things early, and we haven't been losing momentum because of it. I think there's some frustration, but it hasn't carried over to our 5-on-5 game, and we've had good puck possession. We just gotta, I think, get an ugly goal here and be willing to shoot the puck and try not to be too pretty. And I think that's what we've been trying to do. And we've been emphasized, hey, we just got to shoot pucks here and retrieve pucks, and hopefully we'll do that tonight.
All right, knock on wood. The first 4 games, were you healthy?
Faust, obviously, Saturday night we lost. He's, by all accounts, his career is over as a senior. He had to have emergency wrist surgery. It was weird. The surgeon said they maybe see 1, maybe 2 of those types of injuries per year, and completely dislocated his wrist, and feel bad for him. It was just a fluke play too, and here he scored a beautiful shorthanded goal Friday night at Superior, and second shift of the game on Saturday night, I knew it was pretty bad because he's not a kid he's a tough kid, and he was in a lot of pain throughout the game and overnight, and had to get emergency surgery Sunday morning. So, you hate to see that happen, but we got a few dings, nicks, and bruises here and there, but for the most part, we're pretty healthy, and we should be. It's early in the season.
All right, well, good luck to Andy, and good luck to the Auggies, and next week, St. Mary's.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
And that is head coach Chris Brown. That is the coaches section of your Augie pregame show as they introduce the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First of all, for your Augsburg Auggies, and up front on left wing is Drew Anderson, the senior out of Rochester. At center is Luke Daitch, the junior out of Cretin-Durham Hall, and the captain, Nate Flynn, on right wing, the senior out of Hastings. On defense will be Eli May, the senior out of Egan, and Max Pearl, the senior out of Stockholm, Sweden. In goal will be Nick Schmidt, our junior goaltender out of Fargo. 1.47 goals against, average save percentage of 92.8. And we'll get to the introductions for the Bethel Royals, but right now our national anthem. And again from the Bethel rink, MIAC men's hockey tonight here in Auggie Game Central, even which is sharing company. The starting lineup for head coach Charlie Berggraf in his 8th year. At left wing is Jackson Purvis. He's a senior from Lethbridge, Alberta. At center is Michael Peeler. He's a freshman from Plano, Texas. And at right wing is Peter Burrell, a junior out of Faribault. On defense is Tata Maras, a sophomore out of Big Lake. And Johan Kling, a sophomore out of Sweden. In goal, a sophomore from Fort Worth, Texas, Joe Shepard. The Royals looking for their first win. They've lost to St. John's, St. Mary's, Eau Claire, Stevens Point, and St. John's. They head out on the road next weekend. They head up to Concordia, taking on the Cowboys. Other games going on tonight, and it is UW River Falls, and they are at Concordia tonight. Stevens Point is at St. Mary's, and UW Stout is at St. Olaf, and Superior is at Gustavus. And across the way at Saugestad Rink, the Auggie women are taking on the Bethel Royals. And Josh Powers has the call of that game. So we're double teaming you on channels 1 and 2. And we'll switch roles tomorrow night. The Auggie women will be here. And I'll have that game for you, and Josh Powers will have the men's game tomorrow night. So the Auggie defending the goal to our left. Nick Schmidt way down at the other end. And Joe Shepard is the goaltender to our right. Feeler taking their guard against Luke Dinch, won by the Auggies. Perm in his own zone. Eli May goes up the left wing boards. Broken up at center ice and back inside the Auggie zone. Max Perm back behind Schmidt. Comes out the right wing door, and he'll golf it out to center ice. Not far enough for icing, as Maras will get back to it first. Tyler Maras in that far corner. Up along the right wing boards. Hops the stick of Peter Burrell and out to center ice. Luke Dinch in the back check to break up the rush. Carried on into the offensive zone by Johan Kling. And we have, believe, offside called against Bethel at the Auggie blue line. And again, they're underway at Ed Saugestad Rink, the ladies. And again, GP Josh Powers. He and Charlie Beatty wrapped up the football season last week against the Bethel Royals. Bethel Royals get Hamlin tomorrow to finish out their season. And off the face-up, back into their own zone for the Auggies on defense is Jason Critch, our junior out of Tatina Grace, and John O'Connor, the sophomore out of Moorhead. And out there for the Bethel Royals is Dallas Marvin, a junior from Newberry Park, California. Curtis Redding, sophomore out of Spokane, and Justin Bonanno, I hope it's pronounced, senior out of Colbert, Washington. Face-off to the left. Joe Shepard inside the Bethel zone. And the face-up won by Eric Brink. Brink, our junior out of Moorhead, with Gunnar Goodmanson, the freshman from Buffalo, and Lucas Gillette, the junior out of Rosemont, as play inside the Auggie zone. And after it is Jason Critch. He's set up in a double team. Two-man forward check by Bethel inside the Auggie zone. Up along the left wing boards. Pass never got to Brink. Comes to the point held in by Riley Telot, a freshman from Pulaski, Wisconsin. And the puck off to that near corner inside the Auggie zone. Critch gets to the line, not out. Held in by the Royals, and a quick shot from out front taken by Dallas Marvin. And a save by Nick Schmidt. Back the other way. Here come the Auggies. Lucas Gillette 2-on-1 with Brink into the zone. Gillette, top of the circle, into the slot. Fires, and it's just wide. And the rebound against the far side board. Third line for the Bethel Royals. Dylan Webster out of Cedar Park, Texas. Tucker Grant out of Moundsview. And Jeff Flicker, a senior from Stillwater, Minnesota. Fanning got a shot on the near side wing with Alex Rodriguez. The transfer line is out there. A-Rod, Chandler Madry, and Jake Larson out there for your Auggies. Bethel with the puck inside the offensive zone. As it's held in by Jeff Flicker, we got play whistled down inside the Auggie zone. We played just about 2 minutes of this first period from the Super Rink. A couple weeks ago, we were here for the showcase, but that was on, I think we were on rinks 3 and 4. Face out just outside of the Auggie blue line, and they draw one on the Royals. They keep it in. There's a shot on goal. Nick Schmidt with a save. A shot off that right wing, taken there by Jeff Flicker, and Schmidt has a second save of the contest. Crowd continues to file in. And to the left of Nick Schmidt. And the line for the Auggies, Madry, Rodriguez, and Jake Larson. And off the face-off, the puck will climb the glass, and that one is out of play. Chandler out of Bakersfield, California. A-Rod, the junior out of Miami, Florida. And Jake Larson, the junior from St. Michael, Albertville. And Jake will be my guest between the first and second period. Face-off inside the Auggie zone, tied up in that far corner. And Madrick flips it to the line out to center ice, off the stick of Rodriguez. And going back for the puck is Nick Etchinson, a junior from Hayward, Wisconsin. out there with Cole Smith, a sophomore from Coventry, Connecticut. And into his own zone is Etchinson. Nick against the near side boards, plays the line, but not out. August hold the offensive zone momentarily. And played down the wing by A-Rod for Madry. Back to the point. Held in by O'Connor. Rink wide. Shot Peterson. Scores! Willie Peterson, a tip out front. I think A-Rod may have gotten the tip in. Will Peterson took the initial shot, but it was tipped in, I believe, by A-Rod. And if that is the case, that would be his second goal of the season as the Auggies take a 1-0 lead at the 2:36 mark of this first period. Will Peterson will get the 1 assist on the goal. I think that's his first point so far this season. And we'll have to wait and see the call from the... And A-Rod did get the tip. And Peterson got the assist. And Jake Larson got the other assist. And so the Auggies lead by a score of 1-0. And as I'm writing it all down, I look up, we scored another goal. 2 goals in the space of, 2:56. 2 goals in about 20 seconds. It is 2-0 in favor of your Auggies. Did not catch that at all. By the way, for A-Rod, that is his second goal of the year. Willie Peterson, his first assist.
Number 14, Levi Mann. With an assist, number 25, Billy Wagner. That's man for Wagner, trying to get to the Auggies goal. 17 minutes, 4 seconds.
All right, Billy Wags gets the assist and a goal by Eli May. And Eli has his first goal. Eli, our senior defenseman out of Eagan, Minnesota. Billy Wagner getting the assist. 2-0 Auggies in the first 2.5 minutes of this hockey game. As they play inside the Auggie zone in the near corner, back behind that. And from the point, it's held in by T-Lad. Riley plays it down the far right wing boards. And it's off into that far corner. Back behind the net, centering pass out front. Schmidt slides across the blue to make the sliding save. And the puck against that back wall. And for the Auggies, Evan Hesse back behind his own net. Hesse with Martinson and Billy Wagner on this line for the Auggies. And from the point, there's a blast. That may have cleared the ice surface, and it did. Billy Wagner getting the start here tonight. And so Andy Faust down by the locker room. And really tough news for the senior out of Hill Murray. Andy Faust injured against the UW River Falls Falcon last Saturday night and had surgery on that wrist on Sunday. And he's out for a half a year. So I teased him. I said, let's get a medical red shirt. He said, I like that. 2-0 Auggies. First 4 minutes of the period. And the puck off in that far corner. Jason Cridge. The puck in his skates. He's tied up on the forecheck there by Jeff Flicker up along the left wing boards. Flanked off the glass and out to center ice. As the Royals have to get back on side. Jeff Flicker, another Stillwater opponent. For Etchinson. Nick off that back wall. Off in that far corner for Cole Smith. Back to Etchinson. Etchinson up along the left wing inside the Bethel zone. Augie doing a good job of forechecking. Now the Royals break out right wing into the zone. Here comes Cole Smith. Drop pass to the line. Nobody there. And carried on by Tucker Grant. He's out of Moundsville. Wraparound. Schmidt with a save on that far pipe and picked up by Deach. Deach trying to drop it to the defense. He comes to center ice for Deach. Deach and Nate Flynn on the 2-on-2. Cleared by the Royals and out to center ice. From the red line, O'Connor will send it into the offensive zone. Take a big hit there for his efforts. Adam Marty out of Somerset, Wisconsin. Marty plays it out to neutral ice and sent all the way down by Jay Paul inside the Auggie zone. Played 5 minutes this first period. The Auggies have 3 shots on goal to the Royals 2, but for the Auggies, 2 of those 3 shots have gone in. Goals for the Auggies, A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, and Eli May. Play inside that Bethel zone and out to center ice. Coming back the other way is Adam Marty. Stood up at the Augie blue line. And at neutral ice, the Royals have to go back. Cade Brannon from Wiley, Texas, a sophomore. And Lucas Gillette on the forward check to break up that rush. Eli May back into his own zone for his partner, Max Perham. Max head man pass tipped up high in the air. That's going to clear the glass up and out of play. 7 minutes gone in the first period. At Ed Saugestad Rink, Augsburg and Bethel are Scotus. Josh Powers the call again on Channel 1, Augie Game Central. It'll be Goodmanson, Gillette, and Eric Brink out there. And the forward line He is Peeler, Burrell, and Purvis out there for the Royals. The Auggies sent it in. And the shot by Eli May off the glove. Look out! And the puck is cleared up over the glass, up over the crowd. Missed the cameraman by about 2 feet. You are my protector there. You knock down any pucks that even come close. All right. The coach's cam is right next to me, the Bethel coach's cam. Goodmanson, our freshman out of Buffalo, to take the face off to the left. Joey Shepard. And the Royals win that draw. Trexel back behind his own net. Off to that far corner for Thielot. Riley up the far right wing boards. Coming back forward to Gillette. Turns, puts it out front. And missed Eric Brink on the pass. Here comes Eric. Walking the goal line. Brink does a 180. Brink comes up top. Top of the circle. Down high. Brink wide. One-timer. Giant land. And it went off the heel of his stick. And Shepard reaches around the pipe. Tries to cover up. As he's out of the net. The puck is loose. And Shepard is out of his net. Finally, the Royals trying to restore some order. Trexel back behind his zone ad for Thielot. Played the line out of the zone and down the ice. That should be icing against the Royals. No, they're going to wave it off. Eli May, 2-0 Auggies with 13:25 to go. Here in a 2-0 first period. Auggies in the breakout into the zone. Perm, Max with a shot. Glove saved by Shepard. Rebound off the boards and at the center ice. And back forward getting his first shift is Matt Nails, our freshman goal defenseman out of Boulder, Colorado. Trexel back into his own zone. Oliver plays out to center ice, tipped into the Auggie zone. And they say Dallas Marvin touch it on his own side of the red line. 7 minutes gone here in a 2-0 first period. Again, Rodriguez on the tip in on a shot from Will Peterson from the point at 2:36. Jake Larson gets the second assist. Then 20 seconds later, it was Eli May getting a goal from Billy Wagner. And that's what we're seeing right here. The fourth-ranked Augsburg Auggies. Face off to the right of Joey Shepard. Comes to the line. Critch, rink wide. Nels, match shot wide. And the rebound off that back wall. There's Madry. Madry's pass deflected into that far face-off circle. Comes gone to the goal. And there's Marat. Tutter up along the boards. And out to center ice. Marvin coming back. 2-on-2. Dallas Marvin into the Auggie zone on his backhand. Here's a shot. Schmitty with a save. And the rebound cleared away by Madry. Chandler leaves it there for Nels. Matt Nels up the far side board, the big defenseman out of Colorado. Backhands it into the Bethel zone as Kling goes back for the Royals. And off into the near corner for Maras. Tatter's lead pass too far for everybody down ice. And O'Connor will get to it first. O'Connor trying to clear the zone. And the Royals hold it in momentarily. Puck in that far corner. They ring it around the near side boards. Inside the Auggie zone, 12 and change remaining in a 2-0 first period. Back behind Nick Schmidt. Here come the Auggies, left to right, and out to center ice. And on the stick of A-Rod, Rodriguez circles back into his own zone. Shot on the forecheck by Tucker Grant for O'Connor up the left wing boards. And there is Jake Larson, has it poke checked away and back inside the Auggie zone. Schmidt plays it behind the net and off into the near corner of the Auggie zone. From the point, it's sailed in by the Royals, and a shot way wide by Dylan Webster, one of three young men out of the state of Texas for the Royals. And out of the corner, there's a centering pass that hits traffic on a centering pass by Jeff Flicker. Auggies battle up in their own zone right now. And off the near side boards, cleared off the boards by Wagner and out to center ice. And turned back and sent in by Etchinson inside the Auggies zone. The Auggies spreading the ice, trying to break out. They go near side boards and up the boards. And tipped in the offensive zone by Evan Hesse. First man back is Cole Smith for the Royals. Smith in the near corner, rubbed out along the wall as J. Paul carries on. Out of Minnetonka. Eli May back into his own zone for Purim. Max goes left wing far side, too far for everybody. And that, unfortunately, will be an icing call against the Auggies. Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. If you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or request a quote. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. Well, the Auggies are up 1-0 on the Bethel Royals. And we'll wait and see who got the goal, but 1-0 in favor of the Auggies at Ed Saugestad Rink in women's hockey. We'll have that game for you tomorrow night. The rematch. Off the face-off, sent down ice by the Royals and back behind the net. Eli May goes left wing far side, touch pass to center ice. Here comes Hesse into the zone. Wag down the left wing on his backhand. And Billy is carried off the puck and taken hard to that far side boards. Four-man tap in the corner. And up the wall, cleared by Burrell and out to neutral ice. Carried on by Jackson Purvis. Into the Auggie zone. Jackson drop pass to the line. Broken up by Wagner. Puck loose to neutralize. And again, the Royals have to go back. The big defenseman, Oliver Traxel, freshman out of Savage. I'm guessing he played probably at Prior Lake. Famous last name, Traxel. I think somewhere on that family tree, the new softball coach at the University of Minnesota might be a relation. And into the offensive zone, here comes Deach out front. Flint scores! Nate Flint from Luke Deach at the 9:54 mark. And Nate Flint, the captain, has his third goal of the season from Luke Deach. And that is 6 goals from the number 1 line. The captain lights the lamp at 9:54. And the Auggies lead by a score of 3-0. Nate Flint, his third from Luke Deach. And that should be the lone assist, by the way, for Luke Deach. That'll be his 4th assist of the year. Nate went top shelf just underneath the crossbar as he beat Shepard.
6 seconds remaining in the first period. Number 12, Nate Flynn. With assist, number 11, Luke Deach. And number 6, Jason Critch.
And they're going to give Critch an assist on the goal as well. Jason Critch. Puck out at center ice. Nels head man pass for Deach into the zone, looking for Anderson. Drew offside. Just a little bit offside where the Auggies at the line. O'Connor on the ice with Jason Critch. Jason with his 2nd point of the year. Correction, his 3rd assist, 1 goal. He had a power play goal against River Falls last weekend in that 3-2 Augie win. Face up outside the Bethel blue line. 3-0 Augies with 9:41 to go in the first period. As the puck inside the Royal zone. Goodmanson got spun around. And it comes back out to neutral line. So Connor to his own blue line for Critch. Jason clears the red line. They'll flip it in into the near corner inside the Royal zone. First man back is Maras, and up the left wing. Flicker gets it out to center ice. Looking for Dallas Marvin. Into the zone fires. Nick Schmidt with the same correction. That's Tucker Grant. 29, it's not 28. Auggies to clear Peterson up along the left wing. Peter's got an assist as the puck out to neutral ice. 9 and change remaining. And a 3-0 first period. Shots on goal, 5-4 in favor of the Auggies. The Royals will back at it inside the Auggie zone. As Nels will get to it first. Matt has his pass broken up. Good forechecking by the Royals. Puck in the near corner inside the Auggie zone. Nels goes down. Puck free. Peterson far corner zone end. As Petey leads the rush and sends it out to center ice. Breakaway. Gillette. Lucas in on goal. Gillette shot. Save. Rebound. And that cut loose. Oh, Lucas Gillette had the breakaway. As Gilly looking for his 2nd goal of the year. And a beautiful left pad save by Joey Shepard. And that keeps it at 3-0. Beautiful breakout pass of Peterson. And Gillette got a little bit too deep. And it was Shepard with the advantage. And up the face-off as Madry wins the draw. Rodriguez with the puck. A-Rod into the zone, down the right wing, splits the double team. Rodriguez in the near corner, and he's rubbed out along the wall. No, holds on to the puck. Up the boards for Larson. Jake Larson stood up and carried on by the Bethel Royals and out to center ice. Coming back is Adam Marty. Sends it into the Augsburg zone. Back behind the net. Peterson taking another play. Jake Larson, and it goes up the slot for Rodriguez. A-Rod on his off wing. Rodriguez carries into the zone. Down the boards. Here comes Matt Nels with a shot. Stick save by Shepard. Madry with the puck in his skate. From skate to stick. Madry lost possession. Goes back to get it. Holds it in. Madry into the slot. Oh, off the stick of A-Rod in the near corner. Rodriguez taking hard into the boards and goes down. And the puck up along the far side boards. May holds it in for the point. And there's Jake Larson around his man. Larson on his backhand. Goes up top. Perham Mack tees it up. Takes the shot. Now fires and it deflected. Rodriguez centering pass. Shot. Oh, what a save by Shepard. Oh, Jake Larson was right there. And then Jake Larson and Jake Paul get wrapped up in a wrestling match. And I don't think anything will come of that. But, oh, Jake was right on the doorstep. Beautiful pass from Alex Rodriguez. Jake almost had his 2nd goal on the season. 7:41 to go in a 3-0 first period. Nate Flynn, Eli May, and Alex Rodriguez, the goal scorers for the Auggies. Hesse, Wagner, and Martinson out there. And the draw won by Evan Hesse. Hesse in that far corner. It's up the left wing boards and carried on by Mike Peeler. Peeler ahead for Jackson Purvis into the zone. He fires. Save by Schmitty. And the rebound is deflected up over the glass and out of play. Schmidt did a good job of coming out, cutting off his angle, and made a shoulder-high save. Shots on goal now 8-5 in favor of the Auggies. Under 6 minutes to go in the first period from Med-Saugestad Rink, 1-0 in favor of the Augie ladies. Looking for their second win of the year. They had last weekend off. Off the face-off inside the Auggies own Perham. Off the near side boards and the line, and here come the Auggies. Breakaway in. Here comes Austin Martinson into the zone. Marty puts it out front and check from behind. Eli May goes down and no call. Should have been checking from behind or interference. The puck is deflected up over the Bethel bench or over the boards and into the Bethel bench and across the way. Clock shows 7:12 to go in a 3-0 first period. The Auggies are home and home with St. Mary's next weekend. And we'll have the game here at home. We won't be going down to Winona next week. And a shot off the pipe, up the face-off. And it is Drew Anderson just missing. Anderson hit the iron. And the Royals send it out to center ice. As Nate Flynn, we got a hand pass called against the Auggies. And the face-off will come where inside the Augie zone. I do think so. So home and home, the Auggies and the Cardinals next week then. Should be a good test for the Auggies. Preseason poll has St. John's and the Auggies. Top two teams, St. Mary's, the dark horse. In the MIAC men's race. Puck flipped out to center ice. Anderson backhands it into the zone. Nate Flynn back to Dietz. Luke shot and it's up over the net, off to the far side boards. Dietz tried to go top shelf and a little bit too much underneath that. Used a 63-degree wedge instead of a 2-iron. As the Royals back into their own zone. 3-0 Auggies. Royals trying to break out. Bottle up in their own end. Breakout pass too far for everyone. As back into his own zone was OC. O'Connor on the move. The big defenseman will send it in to the offensive zone. Shepard will leave it there. Back behind the net for Oliver Trexel. Up along the right wing boards. Far face-off circle. Loose puck. Augie's hold. Point. Peterson blast. And it's deflected wide. Nate Flynn at the half wall near side. Up top. Rink wide. Petey walks in. He can't pull the trigger. Now he does. And it hits bodies out front. Nate Flynn after the rebound. Again up top. Rink wide for Matt Nels. Nels trying to get his second goal of the year, a freshman. And Drew Anderson taking hard into the boards against the near side. And we've got a four-man tie up at the dot. And the puck comes free to the line. It's held in by Nels. And now taken away by Trexel. Trexel, and he is taken out of the play. Good hit there by Joe Anderson. Peterson back behind his own end with less than 6 minutes to go in a 3-0 first period. And from neutral, Nate Flynn will send it in. He'll head for the bench. Oh, they ruled that Nate's dump in was a little bit on the Auggie side of the red line. So ice in the call against the Auggies. On the Auggie Sports calendar, again, we'll double team you in hockey tomorrow night. And next week, next Wednesday night, basketball gets started. The men are at home against Northland College. Charlie Beatty will have the call of that. And by the way, I've got a link on my website, tjsportsonline.net. You can watch the Auggie women's basketball team opening up against UW Superior on the road. Coming back, Eric Brink looking for three, and he fires wide. Brink with that great speed. Played the line. Gillette cannot hold it in. Coming back all by his lonesome is Jay Paul over skates. Back checking, taken away by Eric Brink. Retaken by the Royals. They'll feed the point. It's held in and played down the wall far side by Adam Marty. And off into that far corner in the Auggie zone as the Royals try to get it out front again. The Auggies, great job on the defense as moving against Max Perham will backhand it into the offensive zone. Keylott goes backfoot. Rada gets double team. Puck is loose, taken away by Gillette. Lucas comes out front, goes back up top of the point. Eli May fires. It is broken up and taking it back to Jay Paul. 2-on-2. And from the red line, he'll dump it in. That'll climb the glass and go up and out of play. Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagie is Augsburg Athletics' first choice for a great meal. Devani's located right across the street, offers the amazing Augimatic discount. Get 10% off any order. Just tell them you want the Augimatic discount at Devani's. At center ice with the puck is Eli May, one of our seniors. As Perham goes left wing far side. Rodriguez from skate to stick. Avoids one man. Lost possession. And it's sent up ice. 2-on-2 coming back the Royals in the slot. There's a shot and it's just wide. Whistling it just wide is Michael Peeler from the point. Keylott with a shot. Schmitty with a save. He'll kneel on top of it to get a whistle. And a stoppage of play. And the Auggie Sports calendar coming up on Saturday, November 18th. The annual Auggie Adidas Open will start the wrestling season And tomorrow, North Stafford's swimming and diving team will be at the McAllister College Invitational. That'll get underway at about 10 o'clock. And off the face-up, puck back behind the Auggie net. Picked up and cleared up the left wing. And on the breakout coming back, Hesse sends it into the zone. He's coming with Martinson. Turned back by the Royals from neutral ice. Critch's pass is broken up. And again, the Auggies have to get onside. Billy Wagner, there's going to be a penalty against the Bethel Royals. Wagner got taken out of the play. Tipped into the zone by Evan Hesse. And our first penalty of the hockey game. Wagner got hammered. And a checking from behind call against the Bethel Royals. And the Auggies on their 18th power play opportunity this season. And Brownie and I were kidding about it. We're only 1 for 17 on the power play. Trexel got one against River Falls last week. And here comes the main unit. Flynn, Perham, Brink, Peach, and Drew Anderson. The first unit for Brownie. And the draw to the point for Nate Flynn. Flynn, rink wide for Perham.
Number 8, Curtis Redding. 2 minutes for checking from behind.
Checking from behind against Curtis Redding, the sophomore out of Spokane. In front of the net and cleared all the way down the ice by Tatum Ross. Nick Schmidt out there to leave it for the quarterback, Max Perham, with 3:35 to go in the first period, 1:35 to go in the Auggie power play. Again, 3-0 in favor of the good guys from center ice. Weaving his way through traffic, Drew Anderson on his off wing. Anderson down the boards, around his man. Anderson back behind that, off in the far corner for Eric Brink. Brink at the half wall, down low in the corners. They go give and go. Deitch out of the corner of the triangle, out front. Cleared away by Flicker and sent all the way down the ice by the Royals and Tatamouros. 1:12 to go in the Auggie power play. About 3 minutes to go in the first period. Shots and goal even at 8 apiece. But out of our 8, 3 have gone in. On the rush into the zone, Jake Larson by his lonesome. And the Auggies are changing. Out front, Rodriguez shot, save, rebound. Oh, it hit the pipe. And off into the near corner. Rodriguez's shot was blocked. And then on the rebound, I believe it was Jake Larson. And he tried to backhand it into a wide open net. It hit the pipe. And it went free. Jake almost had himself his second goal of the season. Madry, Larson, Rodriguez, Critch, and O'Connor on the ice for the Auggies. Their second power play in it. OC at his own blue line for Rodriguez on his off wing. Backhands into the zone. Larson, the first man into the forecheck. And taken away by Johan Klink. Back to Jake. Larson out front. Madry out front. Oh, Rodriguez open on the backside. And just missed the tip. Rodriguez give and go out of the corner for Larson. Back to Rodriguez. He fires, and that's deflected up over the net. Cole Smith got a stick on it up over the boards. And on a play with 2:22 to go. And 27 seconds to go in the Auggie power play. Oh, the Auggies came close on the power play. Jake Larson, with any luck, should have had already 2 goals here in the period. Madry on the draw. And a Chandler take it down. Puck is still loose. Back to the point, held in by Critch. Rink wide for O'Connor. Down the left wing boards, nobody is there. And off in that far corner, there's Madry. Chandler gets double team. Near side board, Jason Critch at the half wall. Jason in the corner for Larson. Back to Critch. Jake pops it free from Madry. And Chandler puts it right wing for Rodriguez. A-Rod walks the goal line. Rodriguez out front. One time and they score! Oh, what a play, what a play, what a play! There's Jake Larson from Alex Rodriguez. And the Auggies have their second power play goal of the season. And Jake Larson will get the goal for the Auggies. And Jake, that'll be his second goal of the season. As A-Rod will get 1 assist. And his second assist, wait a minute, a goal and an assist. And I believe Madry will get the second assist on the goal. But it is 4-0 in favor of the Auggies. Power play goal number 2 on the season. And here's the score.
1 minute 53 seconds remaining in the first period. Number 16, Jake Larson. With assist, number 4, Alex Rodriguez. And number 15, Chandler Madry.
Yep, Chandler Madry got that second assist. Larson from Rodriguez and Madry. The transfer line, all 3 of our juniors. As 1 minute and a half to go. 4-0 Auggies, first period. And long breakout pass back into his own zone is Nels. Off the stick of Barry Brink. Matt has to back up. Goes Brink wide to his partner. Touch pass for Brink. Brink on the move. And his pass for Gillette never got there. Royals back into the zone down the right wing. Nice back checking by Peting. Will Peterson to break up the rush. Puck in the corner. Nels gets double teamed but holds on to it. Peterson fire corner for the Auggies. He'll flip it to the line and out to center ice. A race for the puck. Could be 2-on-1. Break and Gillette. Pass out front for Lucas and it's not there. And off into that far corner, minute to go in a 4-0 first period. As Bethel back behind the road net. Up along the boards for Perham. Max tries to put it out front. Broken up by traffic. From the point, Eli May already has a goal. He hit Lucas Gillette in the back on that shot attempt. Goodmanson puts it out front off the stick of Martinson. May with a blast. And that hits bodies in front of the Royal net. Perham back for the puck back into his own zone. Max spreads the ice ahead for Lucas Gillette. Gillette into the zone down the right wing around his man. Lucas out front, drop pass. Shot by Martinson. It's wide. As Evan Hesse was there as well. Puck in the near corner for the Royals, and Traxel will get it out to the line. Not out. Hesse will hold it in. And back behind the Bethel Royal net with 10 seconds to go in a first period dominated by the Auggies. You wouldn't know it by the shots on goal, but on the scoreboard it's 4-0. And Max is going to skate out the first period as the horn sounds, and that is the end of the first period. At the end of the first period back home, by the way, it is Augsburg 1 and the Bethel Royals 0. Auggie game night here on Auggie Game Central. You and Wishy Sharon County. And Glenn keeping us on the air. This broadcast courtesy of the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel. The impressed with state-of-the-art guest rooms, private meeting spaces, and mouth-watering fare. The bistro conveniently located. Feature a complimentary shuttle to bring you right to all the Auggie sports action. Visit them at courtyard.com/MSPDC at the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel. It's a new stay. Owned and operated by an Augsburg alumni, 360 WOW Incorporated is the parent company to several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. You move in Shack Shot. If you're looking for a great job and a great team with great pay to the near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowincorporated.com. Scoring for the Auggies in that first period at the 2:36 mark. Alex Rodriguez getting his second goal of the season with an assist from Will Peterson, a second assist from Jake Larson. It was 1-0 Auggies. Then 20 seconds later, the Auggies make it 2-0. Eli May with a blast from the point. Got the assist from Billy Wagner. It was 2-0. At 9:54, the Auggies make it 3-0. As Nate Flynn, the captain, got his third goal of the year with an assist from Luke Deitch and a second assist to Jason Critch. And then the Auggies a power play goal at 18:03. Jake Larson, his second goal, and assisted on the play by Rodriguez, and a second assist from Chandler Madry. Shots on goal through the period. It's 10-8, just the one penalty in the first period. The Corner Bar is a proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics, located in Minneapolis' historic Seven Corners area. Corner Bar, perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous chili wings. And there's tons of screens, so you won't miss a second of the action. Visit thecorner.bar for more information on the Corner Bar. And Thrivent Financial is a financial services organization that helps Christians be wise with money and live generously. For more than a century, they've helped nearly 2.4 million member owners make wise money choices that reflect their values. And they provide opportunities for them to be even more generous where they live, work, and worship. Contact Augsburg alumni Alex Gonzalez for more information at 952-358-3442. And Auggie game night continues here from the Super Rink. The Auggies get into conference play against the Bethel Royals. Had a chance to visit with one of the newcomers. He's out of STMA, St. Michael Albertville. We won't talk about the football game last night. We're going to talk with Jake Larson. And Jake, first of all, from St. Michael Albertville, tell us a little bit about family and life back home in central Minnesota.
Yeah, I graduated from St. Michael Albertville High School in 2012. I was a pretty active member of the school there, obviously on the boys hockey team. And I have one older brother who graduated in 2007. He was a hockey player as well. And then my parents, Barb and Charlie, they moved just down the road to Monticello. So they live, I don't know how far from the Hesse family, but they live in Monticello over there with them. But yeah, still with the area. I like to keep tabs on the high school. Obviously saw that the football team took a bad loss the other night. Pretty remarkable from what I heard, but yeah, so. Yeah, that sounds like something that would happen to the Vikings, to be honest.
All right, hockey, and we just touched on football. Did you play in other sports while you were growing up?
Yeah, I played baseball a bit. I know my parents probably wish I was playing college baseball right now instead of sitting in the cold hockey rinks. I think they'd kind of like maybe a little sun. But yeah, I played baseball through 10th grade, and then hockey sort of took over from there.
And then once you're done with STMA, what was your next step?
Yeah, I kind of did kind of like the Oregon Trail. Every year playing junior hockey, I went further and further west. I started in the Duluth area playing for the Minnesota Wilderness. From there, I moved the next season to just outside of Calgary, Alberta, to play junior hockey in the Alberta Junior Hockey League for a year. And then after that, I was in British Columbia, about an hour out of Vancouver, in the British Columbia Hockey League. And from there, I spent 2 years at a previous school, to be named later. And yeah, so now I'm here. So,
all right, well, we're glad to see you came back across the border. And like you said, we won't talk about that other school, but what was your decision to come back here to Minnesota and play for Augsburg?
Obviously, you know, the reputation of Augsburg is really good academically and also with the hockey program. And I was just at a stage in my hockey career and stage in my life where I want to be a little bit closer to home. And, you know, this is where I see myself in the Twin Cities area in the next 5-10 years. So I figured going to school at Augsburg, kind of building a network here, would kind of help me with those goals professionally and also a great hockey program. So it kind of was a no-brainer now that my parents can make it to every game. And, you know, it's the first time probably in 5 years, I think, that my parents are only about a 45-minute drive from every game. So it's pretty nice. Kind of wish I'd done it a few years earlier, but, you know, all that matters is I'm here now.
All right, the transfer procedure, credits and so on, was it a smooth one coming here to Augsburg?
Yeah, pretty smooth. The admissions office does a really good job here, and the coaches kind of helped me walk through it too. Nothing too complicated. Yeah, just once you get in touch with the school, they make it as easy as possible. So,
well, Jake, you got a couple of years left in the classroom. Is there a degree or a course of study you're pursuing?
Yeah, right now I'm a finance major. Kind of work in the corporate finance realm is my goal, and I'm already doing that in internship positions. So, hoping to stay in the area and work in finance. And yeah, right now I'm slated to graduate spring 2019, so I'm a junior this year.
All right, the transfer line, you and Chandler and A-Rod, you seem to be clicking pretty well.
Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of funny how that worked out with us three on the same line, and it's been fairly consistent throughout the first 4 games here, but it's been fun. I don't know how much it has to do with chemistry as it is just kind of those two are definitely good players, and they make it really easy to play with. So I think anyone could play on that line with those two.
You got a couple of assists. I think you also got your first goal of the year.
Yeah, it felt good to get that one out of the way. You know, last year it was first game of the year and first goal, and that was the lone goal. So I didn't want to start that hot this year. So it took me a few games, and hopefully we can keep it rolling.
All right, your impressions of this Auggie squad. A lot of new faces, obviously, for you as you're transferring, but a lot of new faces for everybody else, too, with 9 new freshmen coming in, or 6 freshmen and 3 transfers.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, for me, everyone's pretty new, but, you know, yeah, 9 new faces, like you said, but I think the returning guys in the older leadership group do a great job of implementing everyone in, and obviously the coaching staff did a great job getting all the new guys up to speed. But at the end of the day, it really starts with that leadership group, the seniors and a lot of juniors as well. So they did a really good job integrating everyone into not only the social aspect of the team and that part, but also on the ice, obviously, which is the main thing.
Yeah, a good group of seniors, captained, of course, by Nate. And we're off to a 4-0 start. And, Jake, let's keep it going.
Sounds good to me. Thank you.
Jake Larson, our special guest, and look forward to calling your name over the next couple of years.
Yeah, hopefully not for penalties, for points.
Again, nice man, young man, Jake Larson out of STMA, St. Michael Albertville. Augsburg leading by a score of 4-0 at the end of the period. And Glenn was right. The very few times he is ever right. Glenn Thompson said that the fourth goal was even strength. Jake Larson getting his second of the year with an assist from Alex Rodriguez and Chandler Mandry. The Auggie Broadcasts, courtesy of Jimmy John's, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics. Located at the northwest corner of campus, they provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view the menu and hours at Jimmy John's. And take a trip down memory lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms. make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. And at Saugus Rink, MJ Megan Johnson got the first goal of the hockey game for the Auggies at the end of 20 minutes. They lead the Royals in women's competition by a score of 1-0. And let's see, do we have any other men's scores? It is 3-0 Stevens Point over St. Mary's at the end of the first period. Nothing up in Moorhead. Falcons and the Cowboys. Stout is at St. Olaf tonight. And Superior's at Gustavus. In women's hockey, Gustavus and a final, they defeated St. Olaf by a score of 4-1. End of the first period, St. Thomas 1, St. Mary's 0. And St. Kate's leading Concordia by a score of 1-0 up at the Moorhead Sports Center. By the way, the St. Kate's soccer team lost in the NCAAs this afternoon to Chicago. And the broadcast of that St. Kate's Cobber game, you can find the link on my website, tjsportsonline.net. The Wildcats, of course, one of my clients, TJ Broadcast Services. And any other scores? I think that's it. Soccer. It was Chicago defeating St. Kate's by a score of 3-0. And it was Gustavus staying alive at Northwestern in the semifinals of the Central Regional. They defeat Wartburg by a score of 3-1. And Northwestern is now playing in the second match. So we're up to date on the out-of-town scoreboard. Here it is 4-0 in favor of the Auggies. We'll be back with the second period in just a few minutes on Augie Game Central. And welcome back to the Bethel Rink here at the Schwann Center up in Blaine. Home of the MIAC Showcase here a couple of weeks ago. We had a chance to broadcast both of those Auggie men's wins. Teams coming back on the ice 4-0 in favor of the Auggies. Goals for the Auggies in that first period. Alex Rodriguez, his second. Eli May, his first. Nate Flynn, his third. And Jake Larson, his second. They're just underway, second period at Ed Saugestad Rink. Augsburg leading the Bethel Royals by a score of 1-0. MJ got the goal. Megan Johnson got the assist. MIAC got one assist, and Valerie Wichello got the second assist. No, I'll take that back. Yeah, Wichello got one assist. And Nikki Nightingale got the second assist. And Max in goal. McKenna Manelli. As we wait for the speedy and return Boomer. Rebecca Sonic out with that injured foot. And hopefully she'll be ready for St. Mary's next weekend. Auggie game night. We're in Auggie Game Central. Brought to you in part by Twin City Orthopedics, proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCU offers orthopedic urgent care hours at 6 convenient locations across the metro. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. Visit them at tcomn.com to find a location nearest you. And this time it'll be Joe Shepard defending the goal to our left. No, actually they changed goaltenders. Aaron Ferlano, young man out of Spring Lake Park, is the new goaltender for the Bethel Royals. And Nick Schmidt defending the goal to our right. Bethel with the puck in the offensive zone. It's held in by Mirage. Caught over the shot that hit traffic. And from the top of the circle, there's a shot again. That is deflected to the side of the goal. Picked up by Eli May. Left wing Anderson off the board for Nate Flynn. 2-on-2. Nate into the zone. Chris crosses with Beach. Here's Luke on his backhand. Behind the net. Still in possession. Out front. Anderson. Poke check to Loy. And we've got a whistle. And I think we have a penalty handed out. And it is against Bethel. As looks like a 2-minute minor going to Peter Brown. They suffer out of Faribault. The Auggies will have their second power play of the evening. Again, that last goal in the first period was an even strength goal.
Number 21, Peter Barrow. 2 minutes for slashing.
And the slashing call against Peter Barrow. August, offensive zone. Brink back behind the net. Out of the near corner. Eric Brink. Drop pass for Deitch. Deitch at the half wall. Up top for Perham. Rink wide for Nate Flynn. Down the far side board. Back up top, and it splits the defense and goes all the way down the ice. Max Perham has to go back. Shadow down the forward check there by Curtis Redding. Against that back wall, Augie's zone. Anderson up the near right wing. Has to circle back as the Auggies spread the ice. Anderson on the walk. As drew into the offensive zone at the half wall. Anderson in the near corner. Offensive zone up top for Perham. Max goes rink wide for Flint. Down low in the corner for Anderson. A centering pass by Brick. And then on the weak side, Luke Deep just missed a tip in as he was sprawling. Minute 5 to go in the Auggie power play. 4-0. Bethel's trying to clear their own zone. And it is Traxel back behind a zone it. Oliver Traxel splits the defense and drives it up ice into the zone. Coming Dallas Marvin. Marvin fires. And a stick save by Nick Schmidt. Up along the dasher board. The Auggies are changing their power play in it. Buck in that far corner. 45 seconds. Power play. Eric Brink in control. Brink against the near side board. Takes the puck away. Brink. And he goes up top. And into the offensive zone. Drop pass Flynn. Shot. Center pass. And a save by Ferlano. Aaron Ferlano with the save. Aaron Ferlano getting his first save of the hockey game. The junior out of Spring Lake Park. Aaron Ferlano played on the state tournament team for the Panthers a few years ago. Face off to the left of Aaron. Inside the Bethel zone. Auggies on the power play. Control the face off. Here comes Peterson. Into the high slot for Nate Flynn. A Correction O'Connor drives it way wide. Peterson jumps into the play to hold the zone. Back behind the Bethel net. Picked up and cleared. And as soon as they touch the puck, we've got a whistle back behind the play. And I don't know if the net came loose or we have upsetting minors. And no, the referee not coming over to the box. So it remains 4-0 Auggies. 16 seconds to go in the power play. Off the face-up, picked up and cleared under the zone and down ice. O'Connor going back. He and Peterson. And the transfer line is out there. Larson, Madry, and Rodriguez. Here comes Chandler. Madry clears the red line into the zone, down the right wing. Out front, right through the skates of Jake Larson. And the Royals are at full strength from the point, held in by O'Connor. Back behind that, Jake Larson from Madry. Up the wall for Rodriguez. Takes a hit from behind. Here come the Royals on the breakout. Back the other way. And sent to the offensive zone by Jeff Flicker. Flicker on the forward check, taken away by Perham. But an errant pass. Peeler picks it off for the point. Bethel holds the offensive zone. And back behind the Auggie net into the far corner. Jumping into the play to hold the zone is Oliver Trexel. And coming down that left wing, just missing a tip in there with Jackson Purvis. From the point, Bethel holding the offensive zone. Here's Trexel in the near corner. And there's Max Perham. Max gets double teamed. And trying to pop that puck free, Jackson Purvis. Purvis back behind Schmitty. Purvis around Eli May. Out front, they fan on a pass. Right out front, coming down that slot was Ronnie Telot. And the puck back out to center ice. The puck's in inside the Auggie zone. As back for the puck is Jason Critch. Critch taken hard into that back wall there in the forward check by Jackson Purvis. Up along the right wing boards and out to center ice. Broken up by Bethel. As Peter Barrel back into his own zone. Barrel feeds the near side boards and out to center ice. Touch pass. Peeler into the offensive zone. Michael Peeler out of Plano, Texas. Peeler, Max Perham checks him off the play. Puck against the near side boards at the half wall. Perham is tripped up and goes down. Goodmanson, Gunner, turning and heading up ice. Coming left to right. Here comes Gunner. And out to center ice. Red line. Right wing into the zone. Rodriguez into the slot. And we've got a whistle and a stoppage of play. If it's offside, that was a late whistle. Play continued on for 2 or 3 seconds before that offside was called. Face up outside the Bethel zone. We played 4 minutes of the second period. Again, 4 goals for the Auggies in the first period. Grayson Critch with the puck into the zone. Goodmanson for Gillette. Gillette in on the forward check. There is Goodmanson through the skates of Gillette. Back behind the net, far side is Aaron Brink. Puck in the near corner, up the near side boards, and out to center ice. Auggies have to go back. O'Connor. OC headman pass too far for Brink. And all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing call. Want to know a secret about Devontae's? Wait a minute. Play going on. We got away with one. That looked like an icing against the Auggies. Hold that commercial. Here's Eric Brink from neutral ice on the backhand. Into the zone for O'Connor. Down the right wing. O'Connor centering pass. Tipped just won by Eric Brink. Puck against the near side boards in the Bethel zone. Just about 5 minutes gone in a 4-0 second period. Brink behind the Royal net. Big Eric out of the near corner, gets double teamed, and he feeds the point, and it's taken away by the Royals, and it's sent down ice into the offensive zone, carried in by Cade Brannon. And Brannon with a shot, and Nick Schmidt covers up on the near side pipe to hold on. Where was that? Devontae's Pizza and Hot Hoagies. They mix their dough fresh in shop several times a day, throughout the day, and they locally source ingredients as much as possible, like their award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. That's why Devontae's Pizza tastes so good. Are you craving a Devontae's yet? And how are we doing? Still 1-0. Augsburg with 12.5 minutes to go in the second period. And that's Augustin. The girls will be here tomorrow night, and I'll be here tomorrow night to bring you the broadcast here in Auggie Game Central. Josh Powers will have the men's game as the face-up inside the Auggie zone. And tossed out of the face-off circle is Curtis Reddick. He and Evan Hesse. The fencing match. No, they're going to stick with the two. Redding and Hesse, and the draw comes back to the point as it's held in by Trexel. And the puck out at center. So we got a penalty against Augsburg. Interference called against Eric Brink. Bethel is on the power play. Coming left to right. Brink, the 2-minute minor for holding. The penalty killing unit has Wagner out there. There's Matt Nels. And also out there is Evan Hesse. As back for the puck, and Traxel back into his own zone. Shadowed there by Evan Hesse. Feeds the near right wing boards. Long breakout pass into the zone, losing his stick and going down. On the breakout was Cade Brannon inside the Auggie zone. Against the near side boards, there's Curtis Redding. As Eli May bothering him, takes the puck away. May up the boards, Hesse to clear. Not out. Held in by the Royals. As that puck in that high slot. Held in by Redding. Curtis down the right wing. Right out front. Backhand shot. and it deflected by Nick Schmidt. And we got a hand pass called against Bethel in the offensive zone. 13:58 to go in the period. 1:06 to go in the Auggie power play. The Bethel power play. And Brownie will change up the penalty killers. Eli May, Will Peterson, Evan Hess is going to stay out there. And Wags will stay out there. Billy Wagner, senior out of Stillwater. And off the draw, right wing boards picked up. And Evan Hesse got hauled down. Royals hold the zone momentarily. They fence for it against that far side boards. Puck in that high slot. Kling feeds it to an open wing, and nobody's there. Hit the linesman. And jumping into the play to hold the zone is Tucker Grant. Back behind that. Correction, that's 19. That's Justin Monato. And finally picked up by Eli May and sends it all the way down the ice. And now we get some fresh legs out there. Here comes Larson on the penalty kill. Here comes Austin Martinson for the Auggies, our freshman out of Farmington. Bethel with a 30-second advantage. Power play down the slot. Picking a shot. Shot save. Oh, what a skate save by Nick Schmidt on a beautiful shot by Jackson Purvis. And that left foot came out and stepped it out of there. And the Auggies, Jason Critchell, sent it all the way down the ice. And now we've got penalties. We've got a roughing call to be handed out at the 6:53 mark. And this time going off, it'll be Michael Peeler for the Bethel Royals. So it'll be 4-on-4 for about 15 seconds. Then the Auggies will have the power play. 4-0 Auggies. Goals in the first period. Rodriguez his second. Eli May is first. Nate Flynn is third. And Jake Larson his second. And Jake Larson will take the draw with Austin Martinson. And then we'll jump in with our first power play in. Face up inside the Bethel zone. And wait for the linesman and referee to get in position. University Sharon Company, and Thompson keeping us on the air. Here's the penalty.
Number 17, Michael Peeler. 2 minutes for roughing.
And it is Michael Peeler, the freshman out of Plano, Texas. And the puck back inside the Auggies. And killing some time down there is Jeff Flicker. Flicker has it taken away, but carried on by Dylan Webster. Plays it back behind that. Auggies are on the power play for a minute 38. O'Connor spins away from Flicker. Jeff Flicker goes left wing for Jake Larson. Larson tips it up the boards, and it deflected high up over the glass. And that one is out of play with 1:28 to go. And the Auggie power play, our second power play opportunity of the night. Bethel had one penalty in the first period, down on Nick Redding. Face up outside the Bethel blue line. Won by the Auggies. Nate Flynn plays a point on the power play into the zone for Brink. Deflected back to Nate. Goes Brink wide for Max Perham. Goes down weak on the weak side for Eric Brink. Brink give and go out of the corner with Anderson. Up top for Flynn. Flynn, high slot, down low for Anderson. Drew checking traffic. Drew top of the circle. Nate Flynn, high slot. Back to Drew. Tries to one-time it. And he spins away trying to find an opening. Out front off the stick of Brink. But there's Max Perham at the half wall. Downside, down low to Luke Deach. Anderson out of that far corner. Up top for Nate Flynn as we control the zone. Perham for Deach. Touch pass to the line. And it's taken away and semi-breakaway. Nope. Jay Paul got broken up at center ice. Good job by Max Perham. Back into the zone. Pass too far for Eric Brink. And getting to it first is Tyler Moraz. And he'll send it outside the Bethel zone. 30 seconds to go in the Auggie power play. There's Drew Anderson bothered out there on the penalty kill by Adam Marty. Puck loose into the zone. Eric Brink coming down that right wing with Anderson. Eric Brink out front fires, and it's wide. And the rebound off to the half wall far side behind the net for Deach. Deach up top for Perham. Perham for Nate Flynn. Flynn back to Max in the high slot. Down low in the corner for Deach. Back up front again. Down low on that weak side. There's Anderson. Flynn fires, save, rebound, they score! Luke Deach. A pretty three-way passing play. And Deach with the power play at the 8:50 mark. And the Auggies take a 5-0 lead. And the Auggies with the power play. And getting the goal will be Luke Deach, his third goal of the season. He and Nate Flynn both have 3 goals so far this season. It'll be Deach from Nate Flynn, Drew Anderson. Time to go again, 8:50. Power play number 2 for the Auggies. We'll get the official scoring adjusted a bit. Get up by 5.
11 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. second period. Number 11, Luke Beach. With assists, number 12, Nate Flynn. And number 8, Drew Anderson.
And it was Drew Anderson. I called it right. Deitch and Flynn and Anderson. So Nate has 2 points. And Luke Deitch has 2 points, a goal and an assist. And looks like the Auggies have, I look up and Glenn tells me we've got a penalty against the Auggies. And it looks like Matt Nails is going to go off for a couple minutes. Matt Nails, a 2-minute minor at the 8:59 mark. So the penalty killing unit has to come out for the first time tonight. And off the face-up, puck out to center ice.
Augsburg, number 2, Matt Nels. 2 minutes for hooking.
Hooking the call against Matt. Into the offensive zone is Marvin. Marvin goes up top to the point for Trexel. Trexel cannot get a shot off. O'Connor to clear off the boards to the line. Not out. It's held in. Puck in the high slot. They feed it down that left point for Trexel. In on goal. Shot. And Nick Schmidt will cover up and hold on. And gets a whistle with 10:36 to go. We're just about halfway through this hockey game. 5-0 for the Auggies. Power play goal for Luke Deitch. Nate Flynn and Drew Anderson, the assist. And looks like Charlie Bergdorf is going to change up his power play in it. And Michael Peeler will come out there with Purvis and Barrow. And at the points is Moraz and Klink. And is Lucas Gillette, Eli May, Max Purnam, and Gunnar Goodmanson out there. That's our penalty killing in. 1:35 to go on the Bethel power play. To the right of Schmidt, comes up top of the point for Klink. Klink, and down the left wing far side boards for Barrow. Peter Barrow at the half wall. As Max Purnam checks him into the board. There's Lucas Gillette. Puck is loose. And against the far side boards, it's held in momentarily. Down low in the corner for Jackson Purvis. He avoids a hit for Purnam. Comes up top to the point for Klink. Johan, young man out of Sweden, goes high slot. On the wing, Barrow. Peter with a shot blocked. Right out front by Lucas Gillette. As they hold it in. And there's a shot. And a save by Nick Schmidt. Oh, what a save. As Purvis was there, Peeler was there, and Schmidt has his 14th save on the hockey game. Bethel has now outshot the August 14-13. But Schmidt, who came in with a 1.47 goals against average, has stopped everything. Now Hesse out there on the penalty kill, along with Austin Martinson. And the puck cleared by Marty and out to center ice. Bethel has to get back on side, a minute to go in their power play. 5-0 Auggies from neutral ice to go wing near side. From skate to stick into the zone is Moraz. He takes a hit from Jason Critch. O'Connor draws a double team. Hesse out there as well. Back in the near corner up along the dasher boards. As Moraz goes back up top to the point. Held by Purvis. They go right by the score! Johan Klang from way up top at that far point. They had deflected out front. The Bethel Royals are on the board. A power play goal. And top of this one will be 10-20. And Johan Kling will get either the goal or the assist. We'll wait and see. But a power play goal for the Bethel Royals. It is now 5-1. And I think that is the second power play goal the Auggies have given up so far this season. As off the face-up, puck inside the Bethel zone. Here comes this.
9 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the second period. Number 27, Johan Lee.
Johan Kling got the goal.
With assist, number 26, Jackson Purvis.
Jackson Purvis, one assist. And a second assist on that goal from Morose. Tyler Morose. As both teams are back at full strength. And the puck inside the Augsburg zone. Puck from that far corner. Off the wall for Rodriguez. Pass ahead for Madry right through and skates from the point. It's held in momentarily by Dallas Marvin. In the slot, there's a shot right in the midsection of Nick Schmidt. As putting it right on goal with the defenseman Trexel, the freshman, out of Savage. 5-1. Bethel has outshot the Auggies 16-13. But 5 of those 13 shots have found the mark to the right of Schmidt. Nick Schmidt in goal, our junior out of Moorhead. Puck to center ice. Rail to get onside. Played up the boards, broken up by Brink. Looking for Goodmanson. Gunner tips it into the zone, gets checked from behind, and goes down. Played her up along the left wing boards. And the Royals coming left to right out of the zone. Perham backs up to his own blue line. Paired, of course, with Eli May. And his breakout pass, it climbs the boards into the Royal bench and across the way. With 8:28 to go in a 5-1 second period. Augie game night on Augie Game Central. Brought to you by Wells Fargo. Deposit checks quickly and securely with your smartphone using Wells Fargo Mobile Deposit. Go to wellsfargo.com to download the app. August with a puck, left wing in the skates of Eric Brink. He goes down. May trying to walk it out, taken away out front. Webster shot. Oh, he hit the side of the net. Dylan Webster almost found the goal behind Nick Schmidt, but he hit the outside of the net. Thank you. And the puck comes to the line. It's held in. Play down low. Max Perham back behind his zone. And the Royals with a bit of a jump in their step after that last goal. And now Eric Brink coming with Lucas Gillette 2-on-2. Brink into the zone. High slot. Brink fires. Saved by Ferranda. And the puck off into the near corner. Inside the Bethel zone. Comes free and out the breakout. Coming back the other way is Nick Etchinson. He'll send it into the Auggie zone. Perham, first man in. In on the forward check is Jeff Flicker. We've had 3-man tap against that back wall. Perham wins the battle. Off to Gillette. And Lucas out to the line at the center ice. Bethel has to get onside. They've got a touch up. That should be an offside call. And the puck back behind the Augie net. Evan Hesse on the breakout, right to left. Pass into center on the right wing. Nobody there. And from neutral ice, Royals turn it back into the zone. Walked in by Cade Brandon. Brandon with a shot. Shoulder high save there by Nick Schmidt. 4-man tap in the corner. Put through the low crease. And low slot, excuse me. Martinson trying to get it out of the zone. And it's held in once again by Klink. Jason Critch behind his zone net for Martinson. Austin goes right wing, far side. Nice pass. Wagner into the zone, but nobody with Billy. Usually the referee is a nice pick. And now we got a whistle. And the net may have come loose. Billy Wagner had a one-on-one rush. Used the referee as a pick and almost had himself a nice opportunity. We have penalties. Waiting to see if any of the doors come up. Come open. 6:56 to go. Still 1-0 at Saugus Head Rink. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Megan Johnson's first goal of the year. Giving the Augies that 1-0 lead and off the face-up. Augies with the puck, offensive zone. Wagner in the near corner. Wagner tied up. There's Martinson into the forward check. Still loose down low in the Royal zone. Nice job. Puck comes to the line. Taking a big hit was O'Connor, but he shook it off. A correction, Hesse shook it off and placed it back behind the Royal net. Now picked up by the Royals and sent away to center ice. And tipped down into the Augie zone. There by Jay Paul. Bethel with the wholesale line change. Augie trying to take advantage of it. Tipped by Martinson up into the crowd down the far side. The crowd on hand here tonight. About a half hour before the game, I thought this place would be empty. Late arriving crowd, but now it's standing room only here at the Super Rink. This is our second or third broadcast, I believe, from the Bethel Rink. I know, remember, Glenn and I were here for that tough overtime loss to the Royals. Bethel Royal led into the playoffs here a couple of years ago. From center ice, Perham into the zone. Max flips it through a double team, goes after it. Back behind that, puts it out front. There's Deitch. Deitch on the wing, up top from May. Eli can't find room. Now he fires. Oh, it's deflected just wide. Anderson almost had himself a nice tip. Nate Flynn from the point. Down low into that far face-off circle. Back checking his Deitch to break it up for Nate Flynn into the slot. Nate fires, and it never got to Perlana. And back behind the Royal net. And played by Nate Flynn behind the cage. 5:48 to go. 5-1 Augies. May, one-timer Perham. Wine. Rebound at the half wall. Nate Flynn is pinned to the boards. And played back behind the net once again for Riley T-Lot. T-Lot in the corner for Anderson. Takes the puck away. Drew Flynn. One-timer blocked. Nate gets it back. Flynn top of the circle. Down that right wing. The captain out front for Deitch. The pass never got there. Puck in the far corner. Deitch goes down along with Michael Peter. Anderson to carry on. Drew Anderson off into the near corner. Anderson at the half wall. Into the slot on his backhand. Anderson turns. Drop pass. Oh, picked up. Blind pass. Coming back the other way. On the move with Trexel. Oliver gets spun around. We got away with the hook there. There's a shot on goal. And a save by Nick Schmidt. And we got away with a hook there. The Trexel got spun around in the offensive zone. 5 minutes to go in the second period. 5-1 Augies. Goal apiece here in the second stanza. Auggies and St. Mary's next weekend. The Bethel Royals will head up to Moorhead next weekend to take on the Cowboys at the Moorhead Sports Center. Madry, Larson, and Rodriguez out there. There's Jason Critch with the puck out the near side door. Flips it out to center ice. And tipped by Rodriguez into the zone. Moras going back. Tata clears it out to neutral ice. O'Connor to break it up and sends it in. Don't touch. A-Rod touch up. There we go. Auggies are on side. And the Royals trying to break out. Broke it up. Out of the corner, Jake Larson. Larson near corner. Tip by Madry just wide. Here's O'Connor with a one-timer. That one is wide. And from the near point, there's Jason Critch. And that shot hits traffic. Comes to the line. Jason will hold it in. J.K. into the slot for Madrid. And they play it Rick wide. And Jake Larson has to go back. Larson for Critch at neutral ice. Ahead for Madrid. Chandler will backhand it into the offensive zone. And first man back is Johan Kling. Kling with the lone Bethel go. Back behind that, Madry on the forecheck. To the point. Nels with a shot. That's wide. Getting a lot of shots in the second period, but none on goal. 18-14, Bethel shots on goal. There's a one-timer. Saved by Furlano. There's a shot and goal by Rodriguez. As Aaron Furlano with a big save for the Royals. And now we've got icing called against Bethel. Jimmy John, the number one sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located in the northwest corner of campus, and provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view the menu and hours. That's Jimmy John's. Augie Game Central, double teaming you here tonight on Channel 1, Women's Hockey, Channel 2, Men's Hockey. We'll have both games tomorrow night as well. Collision in front of Nick Schmidt as Will Peterson takes down Kling. And they both crash into Nick Schmidt. Are we going to have penalties? Yes, we are. As Petey's going to go off for a couple of minutes. I'm going to call him for the tackle in the crease there. So Bethel had their third power play opportunity of the night. They're 1 out of 2. And was it Petey? Yep, Will Peterson going off. Eric Brink arguing the call. Referee tells Eric to get over to the bench. Power play unit, Peter, Barrel, and Purvis. Moras and Kling at the points for Bethel. As Purvis gets it up top. And there's a shot. Scoring on the tip in! Right out front. Another power play goal for the Bethel Royals. A shot from the point tipped in. The Bethel Royals have scored 2 straight goals. And both on power plays. It is now 5-2. Time of this power play goal will be at the 16-18 mark. Now Moras took the initial shot, but it was definitely tipped in on the way in. And we'll get the official scoring here in just a bit. But it's now a 3-goal hockey game. As up the face-up, back to 5-on-5. It is Michael Peeler getting the goal. Tyler Rose. And Jackson Purvis also got the assist on the goal. Power play goal. Time of the goal will be 16-18. And for Michael Peeler, his first goal of the year, his freshman out of Plano, Texas. As inside the Bethel zone. Puck comes to the point. There's Martinson with a shot. And it's broken up by traffic out front. And sent away to center ice. Dylan Webster into the Augie zone. Plays it down low back behind the net. And tipped up the boards far side. And there's a shot on goal. Stick save by Schmidt. And into the near corner, Perham. And he gives it to Jason Critch. Critch flips it up ice. 2-on-1 if we hurry. Martinson with Deitch into the zone. Martinson down the wing out front. Deitch, oh, he missed the tip in. Beautiful two-way passing play, and Deitch missed the pass. Back the other way, semi-breakaway. In on goal, Dallas Marvin. Shot, save, rebound. Cleared away from in front of the net by Jason Critch. The Royals came close. There's a shot and a tip in on the near side. Just missed. Bonato was right on the doorstep. And we're going to have a penalty against Bethel. Jason Critch was hauled down, and Jason is still down on the ice. Back behind that, Nick Schmidt is over at the bench in favor of an extra attacker. And the puck out in the near corner, out front. Chandler with a shot saved by Furlano. And finally the whistle is blowing. Jason Critch is very slow in getting up. And here comes Spencer. our trainer, and J.K. is up and skating over towards the bench. Auggie will get a power play. Again, Peter getting his first goal of the season. By the way, for Johan Kling, that goal on the power play was his first of the year. So 2 power play goals by the Bethel Royals that made this a 3-goal hockey game. 5-2 with 2 minutes to go here in the period. Dallas Marvin getting the 2-minute marker for the Bethel Royals. Now they took the penalty off the clock. No, there's a 5-minute major. 5-minute major against Dallas Marvin. Checking from behind, maybe. J.K. is okay. He's over at the bench. But the Auggies, an unlimited power play. Let's put up a couple here in the next 5 minutes off the faceoff.
Major has been assessed to Royals. Number 28, Dallas Marvin for charging.
And charging is the call. He took down Jason Critch back behind the Bethel net. Auggies control the offensive zone momentarily. And at the point held in by Nate Flint from Max Perham. Perham down low in the corner for Deach. Out front. Shot by Brink. Save. Rebound for Lano. And he makes the save. Here's Flint. Fires. That's wide. Rebound all the way back to the near point. Max Perham plays it back behind the Bethel net. Again, a 5-minute major as Gunnar Goodmanson can't control the zone and send down ice. Max Perham. On correction, that's Anderson. 8-9-9. Auggie to the puck into the zone is Luke Deach. Deach. Drop pass from Max Perham. Never got there. Deach gets it back on the weak side, far side for Joe Anderson. Anderson, top of the circle. Up top to the point for Nate Flynn. Rink wide for Perham. 5-2. Nate Flynn trying to make it 6-2. Down to the corner for Anderson. Jew at the half wall, far side. Anderson for Max walks in. And he fires. Tip. Break. Scores! Eric Break from Max Perham. And the Auggie gets a power play goal. And the time of this will be 19:06. And it is now 6-2. Auggies with the power play. And our second of the period. Eric Brink. And for Eric, I believe that is goal number 3 on the season. From Max Perham. Time of the goal, 19:06. Power play goal number 3. 6-2.
4 seconds remaining in the second period. Number 7, Eric Brink.
There's the goal.
With assist, go to number 23, Max Perham. And number 12.
And they give an assist to Nate Flynn.
That's Brink.
Again, we're still on the power play. It was a 5-minute major. Auggies in the offensive zone. A shot by Rodriguez wide. As O'Connor has to go back out to neutralize. Half a minute to go in the period. 3:25 to go. Auggie power play. In the zone is A-Rod. Down low for Larson. Jake with the shot. Club save by Furlano, but he couldn't squeeze. It goes up top to the point for O'Connor. O'Connor on one timber about Rodriguez. A pass saved by Furlano. A-Rod goes rink wide. Near side. Shot there by Peterson. That is blocked. Puck in the corner. Cleared out of the zone by Bethel. And all the way down the ice. And that's going to do it for the period. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And that's it. We played 2 minutes. 2 periods. Here from the Super Ring. And at the end of 2 periods, it's Augsburg leading Bethel by a score of 6-2. Both clubs have 2 goals apiece here in the second period. Jimmy John's is the number 1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics. Located on the northwest corner of campus, they provide fast delivery. How fast you ask, freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view their menu and hours. That's Jimmy John's. Motor Coach Tours bring together some of the finest groups of people in our communities. The capable and professional staff of drivers, travel planners, mechanics, and support personnel at Minnesota coaches know how to serve these groups as they travel to a variety of destinations locally and across the country while offering excellence in customer safety, service, and satisfaction. Visit www.minnesotacoaches.com today to request to quote Minnesota Coaches, the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. Auggies scoring at the 8:50 mark of the period to give us a 5-0 lead. A power play goal. Luke Deach getting the goal for the Auggies. His 3rd of the year from Nate Flynn and Drew Anderson. And it was 5-0. But then the Royals came back with 2 straight power play goals at 10:20. They get the power play goal from Johan Kling, the defenseman. And he was assisted on that power play goal by Jackson Purvis. And a second assist for Tata Miraz. And it was 5-1. Bethel makes it 5-2. Power play goal at 16. See, I don't have the time on that one. We'll have to wait and see the official stats from us, Jared staff down there. But the 5-2 goal was Michael Peeler. There we go. Thank you. And now again, talk intelligently. Let's see. I lift off with Deitch. There's Kling's goal. Michael Peeler, power play goal at 16-18 from Jackson Purvis and Tyler Maross. It was 5-2, but the Auggies get their own power play goal at the 19:06 mark, as Aaron Brink will pick up his third goal of the year with an assist from Max Perham and Nate Flynn. So 4 goals in the first period, all even strength. 4 goals in the second period were all power play goals. And that's where we stand at the end of 2 periods of play here from the Super Rink and at its Augustad Rink on campus, Augsburg University. And the Auggies making that goal by Megan Johnson stand up 1-0 in favor of the Auggies. The ladies will be here tomorrow night, and we'll be on the air at 6:50 for the broadcast. Josh Powers will have the men's game back home. Owned and operated by an Augsburg alumni, 360 WOW Incorporated, the parent company to several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. You move me in check shot. If you're looking for a great job and a great team with great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowincorporated.com. Let's go to the scoreboard. Earlier this afternoon in soccer, it was Chicago, the University of Chicago, defeating the Wildcats of St. Kate's by a score of 3-0. And in volleyball, Gustavus won their match in the semifinals. Northwestern was playing the second match. And let's check out the men's scores, what we have. And evidently, the only score I've got, Stevens Point over St. Mary's 6-1. That at the end of the second period. River Falls and Concordia, no score from the Moorhead Sports Center. Stout at St. Olaf, no score. Gustavus and Superior, no score. In women's hockey, Gustavus this afternoon, they're nationally ranked. They beat St. Olaf by a score of 4-1. St. Thomas leading St. Mary's at the end of 2 periods of play by a score of 2-0. St. Kate's had Concordia 2-2 at the end of 2 periods. The Wildcat women's hockey team, and they're on the road up at the Sports Center in Moorhead. And the broadcast of that game can be found on my website, tjsportsonline.net. St. Kate's, one of my clients here at TJ Broadcast Services. And we've got their basketball game opening up the season on Wednesday night. Matt Nelson with a call of that. And St. Kate's, Augsburg, University of Minnesota women's hockey. And Cretin, Durham Hall, Hill Murray, and Stillwater are the clients for yours truly's company. TJ Broadcast Services now in its 18th year. 6-2 Auggies at the end of 2 periods of play. We have a 3-minute power play to start the third period. We're going to step away, take a rest, and we'll be back with the third period in just about 8 minutes. And welcome back to the Super Rink up here in Blaine. And nice to see that road construction finally getting done. A little bit tough to find this place, or at least to navigate this place here a couple of weeks ago for the showcase when we finally got here. And we were able to broadcast both the Auggie games. A 3-2 overtime win against Gustavus, and that 4-1 win over the Cowboys at Cody Moorhead. Here we're at the end of 2 periods of play. The Auggies leading Bethel by a score of 6-2. 4 even strength goals in the first period, 4 power play goals, 2 by either team in the second period. Goals for the Auggies. Alex Rodriguez, his second. Eli May, his first. Nate Flynn, his third. Jake Larson, his second. Luke Deitch, his third. And Eric Brink with his third. And for the Bethel Royals, and let's see, it was Johan Kling, his first, and Michael Peter, his first for the Bethel Royals. The runaway third period at Ed Saugus Jedrick. 16 minutes to go. Augsburg leading Bethel by a score of 1-0. So far, a first period goal by Megan Johnson has stood up on the Auggie Broadcast calendar. We've got doubleheader action. We'll have hockey again for you tomorrow night. And I'll be here at the Super Rink, and Josh Powers will have the men's game tomorrow night. Basketball, the Auggies and the Northland College, the Lumberjacks. And Charlie Beatty will have the call of that game Wednesday night from Cy Melby Hall. The Auggie women's basketball team will be at UW Superior. And the broadcast link to that game can be found at my website, tjsportsonline.net. The ladies will be finally home on Tuesday, November 21st. Against the College of St. Scholastica. We'll have that game for you as well. Auggie men's basketball team at Minnesota Morris on Saturday. Again, tjsportsonline.net, the link to that game. Then home on Saturday, November 25th against the Cowboys of Concordia. We'll have that game for you as well here on Auggie Game Central. The wrestling team Saturday, November 18th. The Auggie Adidas Open beginning at 9 o'clock. And the swimming and diving team in action at McAllister tomorrow. And that is the McAllister College Invitational. That gets set away at around 10 o'clock. Third period, Nick Schmidt to our left. And Aaron Ferlano, the sophomore out of Spring Lake Park. Mom corrected me on that. He's not a junior. He's a sophomore. Aaron Ferlano to our right. August in the power play, a 5-minute major. Charge to Dennis Marvin. And the Auggies already scored 1 power play goal. We've got 2 tonight, 3 on the season. And the referee and the linesman, Kelly Bergeroth, talking with one of the referees. Curtis Redding will be on the penalty kill, along with Justin Banana. There's Deitch, Flynn, Anderson, Brink, and Perham. And the Auggies win that face-up. There's Max Perham. Goes left wing far side into the zone as Anderson. To the trailer, there's Nate Flynn. He fires that. He sails it up over the net. And the deep rebound playing the line, and it hops the stick of Max Perham. Max trying to slow things up. Auggies have to touch up. Max kicks it into the zone, and Bethel retreats to pick it up. Kling floats it all the way down the ice. Schmidt out to leave it there for Drew Anderson. 2:30 to go in the Auggie power play. Anderson in the zone 6-2 Auggies. And doing a good job on the forecheck there is Curtis Redding. Now the Auggies out to center ice. Nate Flynn into the zone. Top of the circle. Tries to go rink wide. And it deflected right back to him. Deitch back behind that. He's got to go. Pass out front. And it's by everybody. O'Connor tried to get to it. Hold the zone. He could not. 2 minutes ago in the Auggie power play. 19:06 to go in the Saki game. 6-2 in favor of the Auggies. Out at center ice. Breakout pass. A little bit too far for Jake Larson. And all the way down the ice. Larson out front. Madry from skate to stick, couldn't pull the trigger. As Peterson back to center ice. Peterson with a point tonight. Will Peterson back into his zone. Out to neutralize for Larson up the left wing. Jake into the zone, avoids a hip check. And the Royals pick it up and clear it out of the zone and all the way down the ice. O'Connor out there playing point along with Will Peterson. O'Connor goes right wing for Madry. Chandler into the zone, down the right wing. Out front for Larson. Drop pass broken up. Loose in the near corner. Madry at the half wall. Rodriguez up top. Peterson. Nice spin move. A-Rod top of the circle. Rinkway. O'Connor shot and went off the heel of his stick, and he busted his stick. Oh, that one snapped right in half and all the way back down the ice. It caught the heel, and it just snapped right in half. Puck inside the Auggies with 1:05 to go in the power play. Left to right of the breakout. Here comes OC. Red line, blue line, into the zone. Madry down the slot. Rodriguez carried out Larson. Shot back to Rodriguez. And it's off the end of a stick. A-Rod down to the corner. Walks the goal line. Rodriguez back behind the net. Out front looking for Madry. Chandler in the corner, up the wall to the line. And nice job to hold it as Eli May, who's got to go. At the half wall is Madry. And the puck is finally taken away by the Royals, and Redding gets it out to center ice. Broken up by Nels momentarily inside the Augie zone. Nick Schmidt will steer it off to Eli May. And a long breakout pass. Rodriguez, center ice. A-Rod into the zone. On the near side wing is Eric Brink. Brink at the half wall. Brink goes up top to the point for Nels. Matz shot off the back wall. Loose right out front in the paint. Where's the puck? Eric Brink looking for a goal. He already has one on the power play. Brink in the corner for Goodmanson. Back to Brink. Out front, Eric. Oh, he puts it through the blue, but nobody's there. Eli May up top for Nels. Matt fires. And a save by Furlano when he holds on to get a whistle. And the Bethel Royals. And Jason Critch is back. J.K. skating out of the locker room. Jason checked from behind. That was the reason for the 5-minute power play. And he's back on the bench. Thank you. Nice to see J.K. back. 17 minutes to go in this one. It is 6-2. Face-offs in the Royal zone. And back behind the net. Gillette, Goodmanson, and Brink on this line. And with the puck and out of the near corner at the half wall, there's Brink again. Eric drops it down low, looking for Goodmanson. Gunner walks it up the boards. Gunner over skates. And it's broken up by Cole Smith from the line. And there's Max Perm to take a big hit. Brink brought down in front of the Bethel net. Out of the corner, Goodmanson fires. Oh, it's just wide. Gunner had half the net to shoot at, and he whistled it wide. Peterson from the point. Down the wall, inside the Royal zone. Perm a one-timer off the heel of his stick. Almost shattered the hardwood. And the puck in the near corner and back up to the point. And coming back, the Royals 3-on-2 if they hurry. But back checking broken up by Max Perm. Gillette for Brink into the zone. Here comes our top of the circle for Lucas Gillette. Lucas Gillette into the near corner along the dasher boards. Taken away by Atchison. And Nick up along the wall. Dylan Webster gets it out to center ice. There's the Augie defense will break up the rush. Coming back is OC. Nobody with him. Augie's changing 1-on-5. OC in on goal. Wrap run. And a kick save there by Furlano. Evan Hesse to hold the offensive zone as his line is back out there for the Augies. And out to neutralize. And a big hit by O'Connor to take away one of the Bethel forwards. And I think OC is going to get a penalty. I think the puck was about 10 feet away. And the Bethel player is a little bit slow in getting up. Is that Peeler? Is that Cade Brannon? And a penalty against the Augies. O'Connor getting the 2-minute minor. And the player for the Bethel Royals. Bethel training staff out there to take a look at Cade Brannon. And this could be a 5-minute major as well. Oh, man, is that Peter Barrel? 21, not 11. And a 5-minute major. O'Connor getting a 5-minute major. So the referees evened it up. 6-2, so the Royals will have an unlimited power play. Now, that was not exactly checking from behind, or charging. But the referees handed out 5 up on the board. Augies have finally come back, taking the lead back in shots and goal. 22-21. 11:14 to go. 1-0 Augies back home at Augsburg University. And now Chris Brown having a heart-to-heart with the officiating crew. Had his say to no avail, of course, along with Nate Flynn. We'll get the call on OC, what happened. But the Bethel Royals on the power play for 5 minutes. It's a 4-goal game. And off the face-up, far face-up circle.
Number 22, John O'Connor. That's 5 minutes for interference.
5 minutes for interference. All right, interference. Didn't know there was a 5-minute major for interference. Puck inside that Augie zone. The penalty killers out there, Wagner and Hesse. Peterson, and who's the other defenseman out there? It is Matt Nels. Royals hold the zone. There's Kling with a shot that is blocked. Puck in the near corner inside the Auggie zone at the half wall near side boards, and we're going to have another penalty be handed out. And a little pushing and shoving behind the play. Will Peterson got tied up there with Michael Peeler. And we have a 2-minute minor against the Auggies. Will Peterson is going to get a 2-minute minor. And the Royals will have a 5-on-3 for a couple minutes. Coach Brown talked about we were playing 5-on-5 for much of this 4-0 season, but now the penalties are starting to get to us. Bethel with a couple of power play goals in the second period. So 5-on-3, face off to the right of Nick Schmidt.
Minor penalty has been assessed to Augsburg's number 5, Will Peterson, 2 minutes for holding. That's Peterson for holding.
Holding the call against Petey. Bethel with a puck and a shot for the point. It's deflected off into the near corner. Again up top for Kling with a shot wide. Rebound back behind Nick Schmidt. Puck in the near corner. As we'll be back to 5-on-4 here in about a minute and a half. And now down ice. Semi-breakaway. Here comes Max Perham into the zone. Max short-handed save. Rebound. Oh, and Max put it up over the net. Max Perham almost had himself a short-handed goal, our second of the season. He had 2 shots on goal, and Fernando makes the save on both of them. Bethel with a puck in their own zone. There's a blast that's wide. And a shot taken by Johan Kling. Out front, Peeler with a shot, and Nick Schmidt with a save. And we get a whistle and a stoppage to play as Nick is flat on his back. 23-23, the shot goal. 3:34 to go in the major to O'Connor. 1:11 to go in the 2-minute minor to Will Peterson. 14-16 to go in the Shackey game. Don't forget, rematch tomorrow night at Ed Songer's Theater Rink. 6:50 will be Josh Powers' call. Off the face out to the right of Schmitty. Won by the Auggies and Eli May. For Luke Deitch, he'll get it out of the zone. As Bethel will go back. Corralling the puck is Oliver Trexler. Penalty killers, there is Larson, there is Deitch, and there is Eli May. Royals right to left, Trexler on the move, into the zone, down the boards, at the half wall, steps, puts it behind that, Deitch to find it, send it all the way down the ice. And again, the Royals have to go back, and there is Jake Larson killing some time, got double team, loose puck tipped into the zone by Deitch, played out to center ice, there's Eli May to fire it in, just wide of the goal. Furlano steers it off into the corner. Aaron Furlano taking over for Joey Shepard, who had a tough first period. Into the offensive zone is Dylan Webster. Webster into the slot, broken up and cleared, but not on. A good job to hold it in as Traxel. Traxel at the half wall, far side. Traxel rink wide on the weak side. There for Dallas Marvin. Marvin a return pass, one-timer, stick save. And there's Traxel off into that far corner. And it'll get Petey back in about 5 seconds. On the weak side, touch pass. There's a blast, and it's up over the net. On a shot taken there by Justin Bonato. And the Auggies kill off that first penalty. 2:23 to go in the 5-minute major. We kill off the 2-minute minor against Will Peterson. So we're back to 5-on-4. 13:05 to go in a 6-2 hockey game. How are the girls doing? 7:25 to go. 1-0 in favor of the Auggies. Face out to the right of Nick Schmidt, who is at 22 of 24 Bethel shots. And the Royals can't hold the zone. Have to go back out to center ice. Moras at his own blue line. Backhand into the zone. Nick Schmidt is there. And he'll play it up along the left wing board for Goodmanson. Gunners sends it down ice. Broken up in center ice there by Gillette. Lucas, semi-breakaway. And then he can't get his skates to work. Bad angle shot. Gillette had a breakaway, a second of the game. But he kept losing an edge. And the Royals go back for it, back behind the row net. Gillette is out there, Perma is out there, May is out there, and Goodmanson is out there. Our penalty killing in him. And a center ice is Kling. Johan into the offensive zone on his backhand, down the left wing, puts it out front, deflected high in the air to the point. It's held in. They feed it down the slot, comes to the near side boards, and they try to go out front, loose puck, and broken up by Eli May. May to the line and out to center ice, and a breakaway coming back. Here comes Gunner. Goodmanson into the zone. Gunner shot, stick save, rebound. Oh, it's just wide. Gunner almost had himself a breakaway. We've had about 4 breakaways tonight, and we're 0 for 4. 6-2, minute 19 to go on the 5-minute major. And a tough shot right out front. They score! It went off the back wall and came right out front. I think it went off the back of Nick Schmidt and deflected into the net. The Bethel Royals on the power play at the 8:04 mark. Again, it was just dumped in. Very lively boards and deflected off the wall. Came out front, hit the back of Nick Schmidt and trickled into the goal. So the third power play goal of the night for the Bethel Royals, and it is now 6-3. We get the scoring on that very uneventful goal. Here we go.
Royals on that power play with 11 minutes, 56 seconds remaining. Number 21,
Peter Barrow gets the goal. That's his third.
Number 17,
And Peter Barrow will get the goal. And the assist from Michael Peter. It's a 6-3 hockey game. Auggie still trying to kill off this 500-meter. And they send it all the way back down the ice. Looks like the Auggies have made it 2-0. 2-0 as they're celebrating. Puck out at center ice. 11:09 to go in this one. Puck out at neutral ice and sent down the ice. Deitch will be the first man in on the forecheck. And he takes it away from Romano. Tries to put it out front. No, it was Bethel scoring. It's 1-1. The Royals getting the tying goal. The wrong uniforms there. Puck out at center ice. Coming into the offensive zone is Cade Brannon. He takes a hit from Eli May and goes down. May takes his man out of the plate. As we're back to 5-on-5. As the Auggies at full strength into the zone is Anderson. Oh, offside is Nate Flynn at the blue line. 10:35 to go. So the Royals tie it up in the third period. And we went Shacky. Oh, did we just get a goal back? Looks like 2 goals in the last minute or so. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Auggies. And we'll get the scoring in just a bit. So after giving up a 1-1 goal, the Auggies have come back to take a 2-1 lead. As play underway in the Bethel zone. Breakout pass from Maross. Tyler Maross into the Auggie zone. Cleared out to center for Nate Flynn. 3-on-2. Flynn for Anderson. Back to Nate. Pass never got there. And on the back check and away by Dylan Webster. And his own back check, Drew Anderson, to break it up and send it in. Bethel regroups back in their own zone. And on the breakout is Kling. Kling around one man. Left wing boards and sent into the zone momentarily by Jeff Flicker. And now the Royals have to go back into their own zone again. Tyler Maross plays it up the left wing. Flicker hits the red line, takes a hip check, and taken under the plate by O'Connor. Jake Larson back behind his own net. Jake had off in that far court. Larson drop pass, broke it up, comes to the wing. There's Luke Deitch. Deitch goes rink wide, near corner from Matt Nels. 6-3 Auggies with 9:38 to go. Tipped into the Bethel zone there by Jake Larson. Jake into the forecheck to get to it first. Comes out front, can't pull the trigger as he was all tied up. And taken away by Bethel and out to center ice. Coming back is Peter. Michael Peter stops and turns and sends it back down low. And back behind the Auggie net. There's a bad angle shot saved by Nick Schmidt. Rebound against that back wall. And back behind the Auggie net. 9:15 to go. And we got a whistle and we got a goal. Yes! The Bethel Royals have scored again. They're making it a 6-4 hockey game. Time of this goal will be 10:47. Royals down 5-0. Have come back. And the time of this goal, again, 10:47. It is now 6-4. That's an even strength goal. And the last 2 periods have not been the best for the Auggies. Two to 1. Auggie women are leading at home. And we'll get the scoring in just a bit. 2-1, and trying to find out who got the goal for the Auggies. And again, the Auggies are discussing things with the officiating crew. Here comes the score.
9 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. In the second goal of the game, number 17, Michael Peeler.
And Peeler gets the goal.
To number 26, Jackson Purvis.
And Jackson Purvis got the assist. So Peeler from Jackson Purvis at 10:47. It is now 6-4. Faced off out at center ice. 2:10 to go. And a penalty against Bethel. A 2-minute minor to be called against the Royals and Cade Brennan. So the Auggies on the power play. Let's get a little breathing room here. It was 5-0. Here comes the penalty.
For the Auggies, number 7, Eric Brink.
Offsetting minors. Brink for roughing.
And for the Royals, number 2, number 11, Cade Brennan. 2 minutes for roughing.
So offsetting minors, roughing, Brink and Brennan. And so we're playing 4-on-4 inside the Bethel zone with 8:40 to go. Long breakout pass broken up at center ice by Max Perham. Gillette tips it into the zone. Luca Gillette on the forward check. And it's free to line and out to center ice. Bethel coming back on a 2-on-2. Nice back checking there by Goodmanson. Back in that high slot. O'Connor sends it away to center ice. Max Perham into the offensive zone. Drop pass, but nobody's there. Redding to pick it up. Sends it away too far for Trexel. And that'll be all the way down the ice. Not far enough for icing. Offsetting minus 4-on-4. Luca Gillette into the zone. Around his man. Forgot the puck. Cleared the line out to center ice. Marvin sends it in to the Augsburg zone. Sent in by Dallas Marvin. And that'll be an icing call, I believe, against Bethel. And it is. And looking at the stats, over it's Ed Saugestad Rink with 1:17 to go. And they don't have the stats updated on who got that second goal. Bethel tied it. And then about 2 minutes later, the Auggies took the lead back. And off the face-off, Auggies from the point. There's a blast, and Perlano to make the save on a shot taken by Jason Critch. Nice to see J.K. back on the ice after he took that charging call. And took that hit from behind back in the first period, or second period. 49 seconds in the offsetting. 8 minutes to go in regulation, 6-4. Hesse on the draw with Dallas Marvin. And the puck is dropped. Evan wins the face-up, comes to the line, and floated out to center ice. O'Connor to get the troops onside. Martinson ends into the zone. Down the wing, Austin sets up at the half wall. Martinson takes an elbow and taking a shot into the board. There's Evan Hesse. And he has it taken away by the Royals and sent out to center ice. Jason Crinch back checking to break up the rush. Walk back into the zone there by Kling. Puts it right through the slot to the near side board. Looking for Dallas Marvin. Play the line and out to center ice. Martinson will set it into the Bethel zone. Nope. Broken up and neutralized. There's Kling back into his zone. He and Moraz are the defensive pair. Neutralized. Break up by the Auggies into the zone. Lead pass too far for Deitch. Moraz back behind his own net. Luke Deitch on the forward check. Luke trying to find it. Get possession. Both teams are at full strength. 7:05 to go. 6-4. The Royals about shot the Auggies tonight, 28-25. The conference opener for both of these teams. Long breakout pass, and up that right wing into the zone. There's a blast. Glove save by Nick Schmidt. And a shot taken there by, I don't have a 23 on my roster here tonight. That Cole Smith, the only one on the roster that's got a number 3 on their back. Anyway, the face-off to the left of Nick Schmidt inside the Augie zone. And the Augies win the draw. Nels up along the near side board. Nate Flynn tries to clear the zone. He cannot. Bethel holding it into the half wall. Top of the near paint soft circle. Back behind the cage. There's Peterson again. Petey goes left wing for Drew Anderson. Anderson to his forehand. Ahead for Nate Flynn. Flynn with Deitch into the zone. Flynn drop pass. Deitch shot. Saved by Perlano. Glove save. He holds on. Get a whistle and a stoppage of play with 6:28 to go in this conference open. Actually, Bethel is 0-1 in the conference. They lost to St. John's the other night. That was a conference game. So they're 0-1. The Auggies first game in conference. Madry on the faceoff against Jay Paul. And the draw won by the Royals. And here comes Marty and out to center ice. Adam Marty. And back checking, breaking up the rush momentarily is Nels. There's a shot right out front. Nick Schmidt has to make the save from the pole, and it's shelled in momentarily by Ronnie Telot. And we have an offside call against Bethel. Looks like we have. Take a look at my monitor. 2.4 seconds to go And the Auggies look like they're on their way to their second win of the year. And their first conference went into the zone. Down the wing, Larson. Jake's pass is broken up. Jake on the back check to hold the offensive zone for Madrid. Chandler into that high slot. One-timer, Larson deflected right out front. Rodriguez, he feeds Madrid. Rodriguez again tried to pull him through. Puck in the near corner, back against that back wall. Comes free to the boards. Adam Marty from Bethel, right to left. And they'll flip it all the way back down the ice. 5-on-5. And we hear a whistle out there. Play is whistled down with 5:43 to give. And it looks like a 2-1 final. The computer decided to freeze up at this point. But the Auggie got 2-1 on the season. 1-0 in conference. And up the face-up inside the Augsburg zone. Off in that far corner. There's Dylan Webster for the Royals. Back behind the Auggie net. O'Connor for the Auggies. Off the boards for Eric Brink. Brink leads the rush to center ice, 3-on-3. Brink into the zone, feeds the slot off the stick of Goodmanson. Gunner plays it up top to the point for O'Connor. Oh, and OC can't hold the zone. And a race for the puck. Coming back, Jeff Flicker in on goal. Shot, and Nick Schmidt makes the save. He dives out, tries to cover up on it. Schmidt has lost his stick, makes the save without the stick. Now covers up and holds on. Schmidt with a little bit of an adventure there. He stopped the breakaway, lost his stick. Puck came free. He dove on about 6 feet to make the save. And right now, let's check the clock. 5:10 to go. It is 6-4 in favor of the Auggies. Face out to the right of the Auggie goaltender. And looks like Evan Hesse's line is out there. Hesse with Martinson and Wagner. And Trotter will counter with his line. Bonanno, Marvin, and Curtis Reddick. Auggies have been outshot 31-26. Three of the four goals by Bethel are on power plays. And off the face-up back behind the Auggie net. Puck in that far corner, holding the zone is Curtis Redding. Back behind Schmidt, and the Auggies take down Justin Bonanno. And finally take away the puck on the breakout left to right. Up the left wing boards left. Martinson sends it into the zone. Austin after, back behind the net for Wagner off the end of his stick. Comes to the point for Max Purim. Purim back down the wall for Wagner and played back behind the Bethel net. And cleared by the Royals to the partners. There is Maras and Kling out there. Johan Kling, long breakout pass, little cherry picking into the zone. Curtis Redding fires wide of the goal, 4.5 to go. First man to the puck is Max Purim for Eli May. Off his stick, Martinson. After the puck is taken into that far corner, four-man tie-up. Finally, the Royals control. They go rink wide on the weak side, broke up there by Billy Wagner. And the Auggies coming back on the rush. Evan Hesse crisscrossing with Wagner. Back checking Marvin to break up that rush. Max Purim from neutral ice into his own zone for Nels. Matt Nels up the right wing for Wagner. Wagner flips it into the zone. Broken up by Tielat. Walked back in by Martinson. Austin lowers that shoulder. Gets spun around. Lost possession. And there's Michael Peter. And that'll be a hole, I believe. They took down Austin Martinson. Yes, it is a penalty against the Bethel Royals. It'll be a 2-minute minor, I believe, against Michael Peeler. The Auggies will be on the power play for the next couple of minutes. It's a holding call at the 16:06 mark. And the predominantly Bethel fans down close are not happy with this one. Auggies on the power play so far tonight. They've got 2 so far tonight. 2 power play goals in the second period. And the number 1 unit, Purim, Flynn, Brink, Deitch, and Anderson. Face up to the point. Flynn, rink wide, Purim walks in. Max, and here comes the penalty.
2 minutes for holding.
And the holding was a call on Trexel. And just missing on the near side was Joey Anderson. Drop pass for Deitch back behind the cage. Deitch goes wing near side off the stick of Anderson. Taken away by Flicker. Jeff Flicker short-handed into the zone down the near side boards. And he takes a hit, lost possession. Max Purim back behind his own net. 1.5 minutes to go in the Auggie power play. 3.5 minutes to go. in this hockey game at 6-4. From neutral ice, Brink into the zone. Eric Brink drop pass Deach. Deach drop back to Brink. Poke checked away. Getting to it first is Drew Anderson. Anderson at the point, and it's broken up. Nice play by Jackson Purvis. Semi-breakaway. Purvis in on goal, fires, and a save by Nick Schmidt. Rebound, side of the goal as Nick Schmidt. Boys, we've had at least half a dozen breakaways, both teams here tonight. As here is Eric Brink out of his own zone. Brink leads the rush into the zone, and he tried to split a double team, and as he did, he got Luke Deitch offside at the Bethel blue line with 58 seconds to go in the power play. The Royals and the Auggies, and we've got another penalty to be handed out against the Bethel Royals. Going off for a couple minutes is Jackson Purvis. So the Auggies will have a 5-on-3 for about a minute. 2-minute minor against Jackson Purvis, the senior out of Lethbridge, Alberta. For the face-off inside the offensive zone, Rodriguez, Madry, Larson, Critch, and O'Connor. And winning the draw is the Auggies.
Number 26, Jackson Purvis. 2 minutes for hooking.
Hooking is the call against Purvis. Here is Critch with the shot. Saved by Furlano, and he'll hold on. Aaron Furlano has been outstanding since he came in at the end of the first period. Auggies have their 27th shot on goal of this hockey game. 6 have gone in. 2:38 to go. 45 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. And this time the Royals win the draw. Cleared the line. Hops the stick of O'Connor. And all the way back down the ice. OC back behind his own net. Comes out the far side door. 5-on-3. O'Connor hits the red line. Fires it into the offensive zone and sets up at the point. There's Madry. Larson in the corner. Jake Larson gets a pick from Madry. Larson goes up top for O'Connor in the slot. On the weak side for Jason Critch. Back to OC with one time. He scores! And John O'Connor goes top shelf. He beats Furlano. And the Auggies have their third power play goal of this hockey game and have padded their lead. It is now 7-4. As O'Connor will get the goal. And for OC, that is cool. I think that's his first point of the season. I know it's his first goal. And it is now 7-4 in favor of the Auggies. And we'll wait and see the assist on that goal. And a little bit of breathing room now with 2:10 to go. Face off at center ice. And the draw, called a face up.
Power play with 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. In the third period, number 22, John O'Connor. With assist going number 6, Jason Critch. And number 15,
Chandler Madry getting the assist on that goal. So the Auggies by 3 with 2:09 to go, looking for their 5th win in a row to start 2017. Now one penalty comes off. It was 5-on-3, now 5-on-4 with the puck is Rodriguez. Back into his own zone, turns and heads up ice. Out the middle, Rodriguez down the wing from Madry. Chandler into that high slot, drop pass. O'Connor in on goal. OC fires. Oh, and he put it high and wide up over the net. At the near side boards, held in by Jason Critch. And out of the corner is Jake Larson. Larson behind the net from Madry. In the corner for Rodriguez. Never got there. Picked up by the Royals and sent all the way back down the ice. Minute and 40 to go in this hockey game. 45 seconds to go in the Auggie power play. 3 power play goals tonight. Brownie and I talked about that on the pregame show. And we're starting to light the lamp. Here's Martinson into the zone. Austin Martinson. And it's taken away by the Royals. They'll split the defense and drive it all the way back down the ice. And back for the puck is Big Max Perham, our senior out of Stockholm, Sweden. Lead pass too far for Evan Hesse. And all the way down the ice in the call against the Auggies. And the Cardinals see it and occupies the puck when you're on the power play. And checking the MIAC scoreboard. See if they got the hockey game officially. Yep, 2-1 is the final. Concordia over St. Kate's by a score of 5-3. And off the face-up, Augsburg to center ice. Evan Hesse into the zone. A minute to go. Hesse sends it down low back behind the net inside the Royal zone. Martinson on the forward check against that back wall for Evan Hesse. Back to Martinson up along the dasher boards. Weiger gets tied up. It comes to the point. Martinson kicks it in momentarily. Now carried back by Peter Barrow. Barrow sends it into the offensive zone, wide of the goal. Against the near side boards, Jackson Purvis. Behind the Augie net, there's Barrow again. Out front, taken away by Evan Hesse. Hesse leads the break on a 3-on-2. Hesse into the zone. Just 25 seconds to go. Hesse feeds it to an open wing over there. Wagner, closest man to the puck. Now Wagner out of the near corner. There's Martinson, tied up on a double team by the Royals. Killing some time is Marty. Now 3-on-1. Taken away by Madry. Chandler pinned to the wall there by Tyler Moroz. 5-man time. There's Rodriguez looking at the proceedings. A rugby scrum against that back wall 5 seconds ago. Great job by Marty. And he manages to kill off the rest of this hockey game. 1 second, and that's it. All zeros up on the board. And your Augsburg Auggies a 5-0 lead. And hold on for 7-4 win here tonight. They go to 5-0 on this season. We'll get the official totals here in just a bit. Owned and operated by an Augsburg alumni. 360 WOW Incorporated is the parent company of several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNKIE Movie and Shack Shine if you're looking for a great job and a great team with a great pay that's near campus. Learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowincorporated.com. And take a trip down memory lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe at 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. So the scoring, 4 even strength goals in that first period. Alex Rodriguez, his second. Eli May, his first. Nate Flynn, his third. And Jake Larson, his second. Then in the second period, we have 4 power play goals. Luke Deitch picking up the goal for the Auggies. And I believe for Deitch, that was his third goal of the season. Yep, third goal for Deitch. And then Johan Klink getting his first of the year. For the Bethel Royals to make it 5-1. Peeler makes it 5-2. Michael Peeler, his first of the year. Eric Brink would then get his third goal of the year at 19:06. And the Auggies had a 5-2 lead at the end of 2 periods of play. Third period, the Royals make it a 6-3 hockey game at 8:04. A power play goal by Peter Perrell. His third goal of the season with an assist from Micah Peeler was 6-3. Then at 10:47, the Royals make it 6-4. A little nervous there. Michael Peeler getting the goal with Jackson Purvis on the assist. But then the Auggies finally finished the deal at the, let's see, I didn't write down the time, but 7-4. The 7th goal of the hockey game scored by John O'Connor, Jason Critch, and Chandler Madry would get the assist on that final goal. And the Royals tonight outshot the Auggies by about a 5-goal margin. But Augsburg returns home for their home opener. 5 games on the road, and we're 5-0. Nice start. And 6:50 broadcast time with Josh Powers tomorrow night. And Glenn and I will be back here tomorrow night. Glenn will be engineering the Cobbers and the Johnnies tomorrow afternoon from St. John's. The playoff game. The Cobbers and the Johnnies, the winner will probably go into the playoffs. Just wanted to check the shots and goal. Schmidt had, 26 saves on 30 shots. And Perlano had 22 saves on 24 shots. And so the Royals are looking for their first win of the season. And taking a look at the official total, just taking a look at the scoring from Mid-Saugust Rick. They don't have the stats updated, but the Auggies take a 1-0 lead on Megan Johnson's goal. Bethel ties it up in the third period, and a couple minutes later, the Auggies take the lead back, and they make it stand up for 2-1 their win, and they're now 2-1. So tomorrow night, the Auggies and the Bethel Royal women will be here at the Super Rink. And 6:50 will be our broadcast time here on Augie Game Central. The men's game at Mid-Saugust with Josh Powers. And again, 6:50 the broadcast time right there. And thanks to Jared Johnson and the staff from the Sports Information Office here at Bethel University. Thank you very much. This broadcast here tonight, courtesy of Twin City Orthopedics, Wells Fargo, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies, Courtyard, Minneapolis Hotel, 360 WOW Incorporated, the Corner Bar, Thrivent Financial for Lutheran, Jimmy John's, and Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. For Glenn Thompson, my engineer extraordinaire, I'm Tom Witchen. Your final score, 7-4 Auggies from the Super Rink in Blaine. Good night, everybody. Hey, we'll talk again tomorrow.